Welcome in, everybody. We have a very, very special game ahead of us for tonight. We have some Valorant action. St. Clair College taking on the University of Waterloo in what is potentially for that best spot in Canada, the best Valorant team in Canada. I believe we have the #1 and #2 teams, Waterloo, just edging out St. Clair at the moment as far as rankings go. But these are the two best the country has to offer. We have Jobin and Matthias here to break down the action and see who will come out on top.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We'll see if St. Clair can prove that they deserve that #1 spot here. You know, second best right now, but maybe they can prove that wrong here.
Yeah, I know there's a case for you, Ottawa, to be in the mix as well. So going to throw their name into the hat. You know, shout out to Adam as well. Don't want to know you Ottawa slander here too early. They're very, very solid team as well. But the Saints, they're a team. They've had very, very high expectations for a very, very long time. They fell a little bit short in CVAL a little while back, but they've been playing so well recently. I mean, they've been climbing up those rankings. Again, they fell to TMU once or twice. They dropped to that 6-7 spot. Now they've clawed their way all back to this spot. But without further ado, we are going to get onto the maps and show you guys what battlegrounds we are going to see taking place today. It is going to be Split to kick things off. Then we're going to make our way over to Ascent, and then things will end off at Fracture. And side note, Gecko is actually playable today.
I'm very excited to see some Gecko gameplay. You know, I've been asking about it here and there.
I've asked Owen every time I've been in.
So I'm so glad we can finally see him today.
Yeah, well, hear him and see him, actually. Yeah, it's a good thing about having audio and video in the game. So either way, Gecko, he actually got unlocked, I believe, in Pro Play as well today. I saw some of the VCT EMEA stuff earlier. Split, not a map I'm expecting to see him on because it just doesn't seem quite as synergistic with a lot of agents. But Ascent and Fracture, I definitely can see the use for it. Ascent especially, he's going to be... The Ascent comp has been like the same 5 agents for actually like 6 months. I think Gecko is finally going to put like a pin in that, at least to some degree. But I mean, it's definitely just a fun, colorful explosion to add to the game.
Yeah, his util on some mats is insane as well. You know, just that scan, the quick 10-second cooldown once it drops. Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's a really... The character's not, I wouldn't say Gecko is necessarily broken. He's very, very strong. He fits with a lot of comps. He synergizes well with a ton of agents like Astra, Fade, having, you know, the pull and the explosion with the mosh pit, using things like Thrash, rather. I mean, Thrash, as an ulti, I want to call it balance, but you can dump 15 bullets into it, and it can still jump at you and still hit you with that detain. So it's a very tricky character to deal with, especially if you're playing a super fast-paced comp.
Yeah, and then after all that happens, you can pick it up and use it 10 seconds again later.
Yeah, and then you can go, oh, there's a second person over, and say, yeah, I'll go lock you down as well. So the guys, I mean, Split, Saints are going to be starting on attack, and I mean, I think Split has been a map that I think they've at least been relatively decent on. I'm not sure how much Split I've seen out of them so far, but I know they did actually, we do have the ranking. So right now, as far as NECC is concerned, St. Clair College does hold that #1 spot. Waterloo sitting at 5-1 right now, have played one less match, I believe, to this point, but you can see this is for the top of the NECC standings. I believe this is the second last week of the season. Next week will be that finale, and then it's going to be on to the playoffs. So there's a lot riding on the line. You want to make sure you get that #1 seed. You don't want to be playing any tougher team than you have to early on.
Yep, St. Clair's definitely looking to get that 7 wins here, you know.
Yeah, 7
Waterloo wants that 6 wins, you know, make it look even. Make sure you look like you're #1.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. I know, and as far as NECC standings are concerned, I know Waterloo, I mean, yes, it's nice to be at the top of NECC, but this has bigger stakes on the line, although it's more of a pride thing than anything. We talked about it. These are going to be 2 of the better teams in the country facing off now. Split is that first battleground. St. Clair on attack once again. We're going to see that same Saints lineup we've been seeing for the last little while. Sushi has been playing so well in the Jet. Played his way back into that varsity spot. Has not looked back since. Caillou hovering that sky for a moment. Seth also on the Viper. Not something we've seen out of him super often, but Split definitely a map where Viper is very strong.
Definitely. Those walls can be so oppressive. You get the right lineup, cut off all those sight lines.
And you just Viper pit mid, and then mid is gone. Mid is now officially unplayable, thanks.
And the post-plant mollies, too. It's so annoying, you know, if you know got the lineups, as they call them.
Viper, man, line up Larry with the Viper. Looks like Waterloo maybe having a little more deliberation on their side, although I'm expecting to see the KO, potentially that Sky as well. Astra, definitely going to see the Raze. Havex has a phenomenal Raze player. I think I remember casting, I think he got an ace like last year. I think I have one of my clips. I remember like he had like an insane either Jet play or was like a Raze ace or something. So he's a very, very talented duelist. Prim hovering that KO. A lot of thought into this Waterloo, I guess, draft, so to speak. But I'm expecting to see these 5 get locked in momentarily here as we tick down.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like that is the comp they're going to play today. You know, Astra, always a good pick on Split. There's so many good smokes and concussions and pulls.
and all that good stuff. I mean, actually, yeah, she's been quote-unquote gutted, but the kit itself still inherently has so much value. Going to see a bit of a variation, though. Seth starting Viper on attack. We're going to see light edits on that Cypher to kick things off on defense. And as we're going to say, this is pretty much that same 5 from Waterloo. I believe we're used to seeing definitely Kai, Smoothies, Prim, and Havex. I believe light edits has been around there for a while, too. So this 5, they've been together. I believe they got to the CVAL North Finals against Northwood, if I'm not mistaken. It was either Mizzou or Waterloo. I believe they were in the top 4, though, so don't correct me. But they were still a very strong team, and this game is going to determine a lot about each one of these teams.
It's all on the line here for both these teams. Looks like we're seeing a couple frenzy buys from the Saints. You know, we've seen the frenzy do a lot of work.
It's the new Stinger.
Yeah, it's pretty much the new Stinger.
It literally just like replaced the Stinger as like Stinger Junior. It's like, oh, the Stinger's more expensive. Yeah, we'll just downgrade to the frenzy and get the same value. It seems to be it's weird how Valorant, you know, kind of shifts around in the meta. Like, right, it's Ghost, then it's Stingers, then sometimes it's the crazy Sheriff buy, and now we're at the frenzy.
Yeah, the frenzy meta is going strong, but we still see those consistent Ghosts still, you know, from
the one taps.
The one taps.
Yeah. The satisfying noise, too, of the Ghost is just, oh, getting a one-tap with the Ghost is the top 2 or 3 feeling in all the game. But Saints, early on this A-ramp push, they're going to work their way right into heaven, though. No time wasted on this pistol round. Usually what we expect to see, especially on split. You want to try to get on that site, but they're actually going to work their way through mid. There is one 4-tapping. Now going to try to clear mail here. Dash on the site there. Saints going to get the go button here, but they are going to hit that Cypher trip, send that Nanoswarm backside. That is a huge Cypher cam. Light edits. Now realizing there is a lot of Saints up in heaven. Sushi trying to do some work with the frenzy from way far away, but that is 2 kills to the Saints. Site taken control of and should be plant momentarily.
Yep, 4-tapping here, watching this close corner heaven. Smoothies gets one, 4-tapping. Yeah, the turret takes one out there. Prim gonna have to take out that turret before he pushes on us out. It's all down to Prim here. Gonna knife. Gonna get that info. He knows one is there. 4-tapping, waiting on the ropes, waiting for Prim to peek out there. Prim gonna play it safe. Here's the ropes. He gets one. Sushi gonna try and spray him down. Use that frenzy to full effect, but Seth gonna sneak up behind him and get him out with that quick, cheeky 1-tap.
Yeah, nice little trade for the Saints there, and I kind of like that little cheeky rat angle from 4-tapping, especially when you have 5 players live. I mean, there's only so many corners to hide in. Why not just hide on the top of the rope and then pop up and surprise them in heaven there? Now we're going to see a Sheriff for light. Saints, I'm guessing are going to send, probably a Bulldog and a rifle. They usually see this setup. 4-tapping going to be the one. So he's usually not the one to pick up the rifle. It's usually going to be Ems or Seth or Caillou, I guess, one of those 3. But either way, looks like Bulldog for Ems. Phantom for 4-tapping.
It looks like they're deciding that out. 4-tapping going to take that Phantom.
4-tapping has actually been an absolute demon with the aim this semester, though, so I don't hate the idea.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like University of Waterloo did buy one Sheriff here, looking to get that 1 pick, maybe upgrade their guns. Oh. And Seth going to take out Havoc's there.
Oh, Prim.
Oh, Seth. Wow. Easy 1-tap there with the Ghost.
Yeah, Seth said, I don't need to buy a weapon this round. I will keep this eco, and I will take one of these members down. Now, just like that, 5v3 as free as could be for the moment. They're going to grab that extra ultimate orb as well. They're going to stack up on this A site. Spike going down momentarily. Once 4-tapping holds that key down. There we go. Found it on the keyboard. 5v3 Saints just setting up for not for retake, rather. Trying to defend this one out.
Post plant.
Yeah, Waterloo. Weapon disadvantage, so this is going to be tough.
It's definitely going to be tough. Smoothies here with the left aim here. Ooh. Gonna peek out around that, across that corner, but he does not know the Phantom is there. And 4-tapping Caillou gets 2. And that is it. A double round for the Saints right there.
Yeah, second round, I feel like we see second round is probably the highest percentage flawless round in the entire game, because the team that lost the first round usually completely concedes the buy. They keep the Ghost. Maybe they buy one Sheriff to try to find a gun or 2. Maybe you can find a pick. Take one of those rifles away. But now we're going to see that actual buy come through. Light on the light armor. Had to stack up that Cypher utility. The rest of the members, though, full kit. Trying to find these frags. Now, the Saints are going to keep that buy. I mean, once you win those first 2 rounds, you're okay losing the 3rd round. It's not the end of the world. You'd rather have your money for that 4th round buy.
But looking at these guns here, it's pretty even.
No, that's why. If you get flawless, it's great. Yeah, because you get to keep everything.
Havoc's going to through that wall and get a double there. Wow, the double collat there was insane by Havoc's.
Yeah, split, good for some early action over there on A ramp. Sushi is going to recover that rifle at least, but Havex, that's what you have to do as Raze. Even if you die, you get 2 for 1. That is exactly what you need, especially when you start off that 2-0 deficit. Sushi, though, good for the kill over onto Kai. Saints, once again, A being the preference, they're going to take that thing over. They're going to plant this spike once more. It is a rotation and a stack up from Waterloo to try to make heads or tails.
Prim checking that heaven corner right there, making sure he can push around this corner onto site. M's looking away for a split second, has that smoke there, but is that good enough? Tries to get the pop flash out, but not good enough through that smoke. Gonna get the 0 point off, not get anything in here. Light edits peeking out from Heaven. Smoothie's gonna go out.
Nice cross.
Yeah, that was a good cross there. Light edits, taking it very slow on the site, spraying that box. It's all down to Sushi here, and Smoothie's gonna get the headshot. That is the first round for University of Waterloo.
Yeah, very good job. But that crossfire out of that backside of sight was so clean. It looked like the Saints kind of had that one locked down. They had the Omen. They had their own crossfire set up. Just the timing not going to go in their favor. A nice little pop flash setup from Waterloo. Keep a couple of those guns in the back pocket. Now the Saints going to have an actual full buy put together. Remember, they had those Spectres. They had a couple other things. Havex. I was going to say, I'd be more expecting to see the Judge than the Odin, especially on that raise pick. So I think, honestly, there's a really good chance he either just jumps down mid with the blast packs and the Judge or ends up going over to A and jumping down ramp. I've seen it. It's like the typical raise play on split because it usually works very, very well.
Yeah, you just get a kill or two, you know, that could be huge for the team. You know, make it a 3v5.
It's like a death ball.
Yeah.
It's like just flying at you with a shotgun. There's not a whole lot of... You got to have some pretty good reaction time. Havex, look at it, maybe set up in this male corner. Yeah, we usually see the male set up. He'll send the boom bot out. Maybe chuck a paint shell. That is an early lockdown from the Saints, though. They're trying to clear out this B site this time. All that Cypher set up on A, expecting to go the other way. Saints, though, look, they're going to make the approach through mid, possibly, but there's a lot of enemies waiting for them in mid.
Prim going to throw it to Molly, but I think it's a little too late.
The Judge.
Already pushing to Heaven, but Havoc's going to get a triple there. You call it there, jumping out to mid, but Sushi going to get double. And Kai going to take him out with that Judge again. 4 tapping. Last one on the site here. Gonna get hit by that grenade, and Havoc's gonna get the last kill, bringing that to a 4K.
Yeah, that is the problem with Raze and the Judge, especially as I called it 5 seconds before. Playing the Judge in male is like the most common strategy, but if you're not expecting it, you can see how devastating it could possibly be. The 4K with the Judge completely shutting down that Saints by evening up this game, and I mean, this is when you can see the sign of really, really strong teams when they can pull out any strategy, try any trick in the book. No matter if it's a 1.5-year old trick at this point or 2 years old, things still work in the right time. Saints invested that lockdown, weren't really able to gather that site. They all kind of pushed through mid. Would have maybe liked to see the B side push through Garage, but either way, they're going to take this round back. It is now 2-2.
Looks like we're seeing a split push here from the Saints, trying to garner as much information as they can, seeing which ults are where, playing it safe. Seth going to push around this corner up to A Heaven, checking this corner very carefully. But going to put that wall up. Going to find Prim. Going to get the cheeky headshot right there. And now we see Sushi on B with 4 tapping, but Havoc's going to take that out, but Sushi going to take him right back, get that revenge going. Kai and Havoc's pushing on to B, trying to get Sushi here. But
Sushi.
It looks like Spike is going to be rotated over to A.
Yeah, and they have the numbers game now, so this might be an excellent play. Caillou might have a read on this player as well. Light is going to get the tagged up, but he's got 2 members swinging. Caillou, while he's on top of that snake bite, takes down Light. 4v1 Havex. You're not going to find another quadra kill from Mill this round, my friend. You got to make your way over to that B site, or that A site, rather. However, I would not be surprised to see the save. If he's an absolute Jigga Chad, he'll pull out the showstopper and try to run in there. But if he's intelligent, good, smart Valorant player, he will probably just save.
Definitely. Saving is definitely the play here, unless he's feeling really wild and wants to get that crazy ult play.
Maybe if it was 1v3, you might, actually with his HP, if he's full health, maybe 1v3 you try something. 1v4 is usually that mark where it's pretty cooked regardless. Even 1v3 is a little dicey.
But winning 2 rounds in a row here, they can give up one here, especially with how back and forth it is.
Yeah, when it's 12-10, it's different than what you're trying to say. When it's 2-2, you're living to fight another day. You don't want to burn any ultimates, any utility you can take to the next round.
Saints on the prowl here, trying to take him out.
I mean, when it's 4v1, I actually love this strategy. They got a mark on the blind there. They have the timing. Oh, they got lots of time to walk Havex down, but are they going to be able to? The blast pack to boop him back, trying to keep his gun. He will trade one, but the Saints will hunt down Havex. They will take their 3rd round of the game there. He almost got away, tried to hide in the spawn. You can still see the spike in the corpse there. Either way, I mean, 8-4 to start things off on split. Exactly what you want out of your raised player. The Saints starting to stack up these ultimates, a little more evened out as far as kills across the board.
Do have the Viper Pit ready and the Blade Storm here. Looks like Sushi's going to definitely put that Blade Storm online this match. So we will see. This could be a huge round for the Saints. It could be very explosive. Yeah,
we've seen Sushi do some ungodly things with Jet the last little while, so hoping for another big Blade Storm here. But Waterloo, they got a couple big ultimates of their own. That Showstopper can be the ultimate, I guess, zoning tool, and I mean, as far as explosions too. Sushi did pop the blades. There's that early paint shell. Looks like Waterloo trying to take this early space up toward ramp, trying to make sure they deter this A push. They will have done so, but B a little bit more open. Cypher on the backside though. Sushi, the blades go to the wayside. He's going to go down. 4 tapping. Does get the 1-for-1. Going to retreat to grab this orb. They should be able to get the B plant still, but Waterloo might be rotating at a second here.
Yeah, Caillou looking to watch that rotate through mid here. Playing
Dodge
very
blind.
Yeah, we're going to see the Viper Pit come online on B. 4 tapping. Going to plant the spike down on B. And now they can play through the Viper Pit. They're in a very good position here.
I will say,
Even though
one
they're down.
showstopper rocket takes out all 3 of them if they're in that pit, so they have to be very careful how they space out here. It looks like they may be aware of that as well. The Seeker is going to go for some info, maybe try to use something on the backside of it. Oh, beautiful job with the Seekers. Ems is going to shroud himself to safety. There's the showstopper. He's going to split the sticks, though, misses all 3 members, and they are massacring Waterloo in the pit right now. 2 members left standing. Count them, that's 1. All on Kai in this Viper Pit. The Snakebite lineups are going to be there for Seth. Ems is going to help. Seth finds that last kill, though. A beautiful job. Very, very luckily, narrowly escaping that showstopper. Also, shout out to the Grinch Caillou has on his table.
Yeah, the Grinch is great. I saw it when I walked in here today.
It was on top of his monitor earlier. I thought he would keep it there for like the player cam, but that's good enough. At least he's facing the camera.
Yep.
Very brand aware.
Cheer. Oh, Ems always has a different stuffed animal every time.
Yeah, that's on Caillou's desk. I know Ems has stuffed animals. That was on Caillou's station earlier.
Maybe
so he either yoinked it from Ems or Ems is supplying the entire team, which, to be fair, I don't know what it is in Valorant. I don't remember what team did it first, but I see so many players walk out with stuffed animals now. I saw it this morning. I see it every single time. I think it's just like the thing Val players do, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's just probably just a good morale booster. Have a little team
It's just
mascot,
fun.
you
Yeah.
know?
It's just fun. Yeah, how could you not, you have the Grinch on your desk. How could you not smile?
Smoothies watching this mid push here. Gonna place an Astra Star on A. Has a good feeling for this A push. But looks like the Saints are gonna see that star and rotate back around to B or to mid.
Yeah, this is the first default we've actually seen from the Saints. They've either committed A, B, or mid every single time. Now they're kind of waiting out that information, seeing if Waterloo is ready to make some kind of swing. Caillou maybe getting that pop flash ready, not wanting to give away the game too early. Now he's going to have some util there. Looks like he might have the heal out just in case. Either way, though, it is that slow walk through sewer. Heavy stack up toward A. Prim just with the Sheriff, and it looks like a stinger there in the hands of the Sky K. So they're going to have to go rather large here if they want to make a play. There's the wall. They're going to expect this execute any moment now. But there is a flock of Saints on the other side there. The Secrets are going live, but the Sheriff is good too. Seth's going to take down 2. Prim at least getting 1 for the trouble, so it's not going to be the end of the world for Waterloo. But the Saints are going to have the advantage. Havex, though, does have that paint shell up through heaven. Oh, Ems, he wants to give him a taste of his own medicine with the shotgun. Havex takes some of that, says Ems. Now they're going to block off this site. They're going to find plant, and they're going to have a nice time with the post plant. Whoa, okay.
Oh, yeah, Smoothie's going to be there with the Sheriff in the corner there. That's a very aggressive push there through that Viper smoke.
Might be a weapon over, too. I don't know what Seth had in his hands, but I have to imagine it wasn't a Sheriff.
It probably was better than a Sheriff there.
I'm guessing, yeah, there's, 2 guns, every other gun but like 2 or 3. Not as good.
Ems, watch that corner. 4 tapping, getting engaged there on screens. Light edits, trying to make his way onto the spike, but Ems just waiting there, watching that push. Smoothie's gonna take one out.
20 health.
Yeah, 20 health and a dream here. Wants to take that last one out, but Caillou, full health, gonna take Smoothies out with the Phantom. That is round 5 for the Saints.
Yeah, really good job by the Saints so far, being very diverse in their attack as well. They played through mid, they played a rush job on B, they did the same thing over on A ramp in heaven. Now, you play the default, try to make Waterloo kind of give away their hand, see what they're going to try to cook up on that defensive side. The Saints now economically in a very safe spot. Waterloo, this is one of those rounds where if you end up losing this round, especially having a couple ultimates on the board, you're going to be in a very bad spot with the money. Even now, you got a couple members on that Light armor, especially with Light needing to, consistently buy that Cypher utility. They're going to have to find some very strong use of the ultis.
But with a Showstopper and KO ult on the board here, could be a very good round for them. They could turn it around here. Sushi going to push up very aggressively to A heaven. And Seth watching this cage. And Sushi waiting out the smoke, trying to see if he can scare. Light edits, not ready for Ems, already pushing all the way through heaven. Prim gonna take him out. Prim watching the smoke and knowing that they want to push back to A heaven here. They need control of this. We're gonna see the Killjoy ult pop. So they're gonna have to back off of sight here.
Yeah, Waterloo's going to have to concede this space. Otherwise, they're going to be in a rough time. However, 4-topping did just fall, and he's going to take out Caillou as well. So they're going to wait out the lockdown, and they have a massive numbers game now. They did not possess 10 seconds ago. 3 members up in heaven there. There's the 0 point. There's the spray, though. Sushi ends up finding a collateral there, finds 2. Now 2v1. Kai falls to Seth. He falls to Havex, though. Waterloo should have just enough time to get this diffuser. Maybe just a couple seconds left on the board, but a couple seconds is all you need and not a moment too soon. However, for Waterloo, that was a little bit more expensive than you were hoping, but to win the round, you'll definitely be a little bit more happy. Oh, it's some wicked red shit there. Kind of skinny. Oh, it's the champion. It's the new champions bundle. That's what it was.
Yeah, I didn't get that one, unfortunately. Now it's gone forever.
Champions one better. Just
yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
sorry, Havex. It looks good still.
Yeah, I think Vandals are, just
the
cleaner.
Just the skin's better.
Smoothie's gonna have that Astro Wall. I think he's had that for a while here.
Light edits, yeah. To be fair, they've had the Divide and they've had the Neuro Theft for a long time. The thing with Cypher though is you have to find a kill to get use out of it. And when Cypher, it's not even his fault. He's 1 in 6. He's usually alone on site, and the Saints are swinging 2 or 3 at the same time. It's like when Cypher and all the Valve trailers, he just gets taken out and there's nothing you can do about it. He's just stuck all alone, stuck to his traps and his wires, and he gets taken out there. So they have to find some way to try to get one of those online. Because yeah, it's round 8. We have not seen either one yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think Neuro Theft is 6 points.
Yeah, Cypher's ult is very his whole kit almost is very just util heavy. They're gonna dash on the site there. Havoc's gonna get one. Kai gonna get one. Havoc's gonna throw the blast pick out. Stop this B push here. Gonna get stunned by that dog. Havoc's gonna swing wide, but M's gonna take him out. But Kai gonna clean up that kill. That was very explosive there.
Yeah, Waterloo very smart to trade out those ones, though. Oh, this is a beautiful spot from Smoothies. He's going to give himself away. Almost taken out. I believe it was Caillou there. Caillou now up in heaven. 2 Saints remaining, though. Waterloo, again, not really going to need the Neuro Theft this round, so you're not really going to care to use it. You don't want to waste it, especially at this point. Couple pop shots there to Kai. Caillou takes down 1, looking for the reswing. He actually takes out 2, and he's looking pretty damn healthy as well. The Saints now have control of the site. They have the spike. They're going to find this plant. And now Waterloo, what looked like a given round. Now, you know what? I would not hate to see the Neuro Theft at this point if they can find a corpse.
I think they trade the spike there to bring that Viper Pit online.
Can they get the Neuro Theft off? Ooh, Seth. Good lord.
They did get spiked down. Caillou holding this angle here, waiting for someone to push in. Light Edits had to push in there.
This ult is balanced.
All down to Prim, yeah. Bring him down to 1 HP. It's a very fair ultimate here.
Slowly but surely.
Caillou gonna get the 4K for this round.
2v4, Caillou taking out all 4 members, I believe, by the end there. So a beautiful job, the Saints, to reel that one back and close things down. Always good to see the variety of ways which you can win rounds. You have the good setups, you can end up taking up those clutches. And now, that is a big round as well, because the buy of Waterloo is going to be rather lackluster. Yes, you're going to have some Sheriffs. Maybe we see Havex try to go big with the Showstopper to try to dent the Saints' economy toward the end of this half. Could potentially try to see some explosive play, but not sure exactly what they're cooking up. Kai looks like they're going to be on that judge. Maybe go sit in Mail or sit short corner in Garage. Looks like Mail is going to be the choice.
Havok still has that Showstopper in his pocket here.
Remember, he used the one in the Viper Pit earlier, just didn't find anything. So he has at least used it.
Oh,
well.
He's not going to use it this round either, with Sushi going to get the headshot there. Get the double kill here. Seth going to take him out. They're systematically just dismantling their whole defense here. Prim, though, with the Sheriff, going to take Seth out. Yeah,
it feels like every anti-eco for Waterloo here. They keep finding one Sheriff kill from Prim, but the rest of these members keep getting taken out in droves. Now, Light, you got 100. You have a Sheriff. But are you going to find the timing on these Saints up on this Ace, or this B site rather? There's a pop flash, Prim. I mean, one straight bullet and you're going into the grave. He's got to be very careful how they progress here. Trying to hold the crossfire. There's the 0 point. Even though they spotted Sushi, he's going to get some info from that as well. Caillou's going to pick up the kill. Now it's all on Sushi to find the timing. 3K for the Jet. Saints up to a 7-3 lead on this half.
This is a very close game in the first beginning rounds, but now it's quickly turning around to a big Saints lead here.
Yeah, some of these rounds have felt like super, super close, and some have felt a little bit more even like the Waterloo rounds early. The 1s or 2 they won were super lopsided, 1 or 2 of them. But now this game, again, Waterloo at that spot again. If they lose this round, the bye is going to be fairly non-existent for the last round of the half. So if they lose this one, you're looking at that 9-3. However, there was a lot of readies on that scoreboard. There was going to be a lot of ultimates, and I would suspect even to see like a Cosmic Divide maybe used early, just something used to try to either deter a push or find some kind of value.
You just got to use these ults, just have them in your back pocket. I feel like if they use them as soon as they got them,
that's the thing. It's like there's waiting for the perfect time, and then there's waiting till the second half when you don't have it anymore. It's waiting a little bit too long.
Havx
should have waited a little bit longer there.
A little too aggressive there with that push through the ult. We're going to see the Sky ult. Seeker's going to come out. Sushi going to peek out one, trying to peek out and get that Seeker out, I think.
Oh,
Prim, pop flash, trying to get out of this huge aggressive push here. Sushi gonna jump on the site,
Okay.
but Smoothie's gonna be right there. M's gonna take out Smoothies there. And Prim watching this back site, but M's gonna take him out. And just like that, it's all down to light edits here. Has that Cypher ult, but it's not much use here. You know, Cypher, his kit is not designed
Cypher
to
and
push.
being alone, name a more dynamic duo. All left to light. They're trying to make heads or tails of this one. St. Clair looking all the likely they're going to wrap up this 8-3 lead. Of course, Ems, don't do it to him, man. You don't got to do it. Yeah, it's going to be 4 tapping. He will show mercy with the Phantom instead. Saints up to an 8-3 lead. Depending on the buy as well, should be potentially looking at that 9-3. However, having a lot of powerful ultimates. Actually, they should have maybe rifles, light armor. I think they have the lost bonus, actually. So they will have rifles. They will have some light armor, plus those ultimates. But you got to find some way to use the ulties, make them work. Even if Smoothies instantly drops the divide, even if Kai immediately sends the Seekers and they try to swing off the backside of it, try to find a pick to get the neural theft. Because right now, you're going to end the half not having used 40% of your ultimates.
Yeah, I feel like the whole match almost, too. Like the whole round.
No, there has been no divide and no theft. None. And their buy is...
Yeah,
it's a
not
buy.
doing too hot.
It's a buy. Havex has a good gun, which is good because that's your guy you want, having the best
Got
gun.
the duelist with the gun. All is right in the world.
Well, it might be a
Caillou.
bait, though.
Oh! Havoc's gonna get the kill there. Seth gonna take Prim out. Sushi gonna pop the knives. He finds one. Dashes right out of there. But
Stinger's still good.
yeah, Stinger's still good.
There's the neural theft. Finally gonna see it out of that Cypher. Caillou, a lot of spray down through sewer. Sushi is gonna catch a Seeker to the face there. He's gonna try to back off here. Only has 40-ish HP. That is a good pop flash from Kai. Caillou, both Skies trying to go back and forth here. But will somebody break the gentleman's agreement? Light, you don't want to do it light. He's gonna take that one out. Sushi has the Blade Storm, has a couple knives, is gonna find 2 with the head there. But down to Smoothies in the 1v1, closes things down. 8-4 half for St. Clair. And you know what? They did it without using the Cosmic Divide.
Yeah, 8-4 feels a lot better than 9-3.
So.
Yeah. 9-3, it feels like they're triple the amount ahead. 8-4, oh, they're only half.
Especially when you lost 6 out of the last 7 rounds. Like, momentum is a very real thing. If it's 9-3 and everything hasn't really been working, it's like, okay, we have to figure out some way to get back on side here. But now you get to switch sides. 8-4, very, very manageable.
Yep. Saints setting up their defense right now. We're gonna see a shorty from Caillou. I'm excited but scared to see what he's gonna do here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, makes sense. It's either mail or it's ropes.
Yep. Looks like it's gonna be
which
ropes
rope?
here.
Yes. They all work for the same purpose here. Sushi, 14-9 too, or yeah, looks like 14. TV's a little far away.
It looks like all frenzies also from University of Waterloo here. You see the dog come out from Kai.
Oh, Caillou. I think they saw it. I think they saw Caillou's knees there. So yeah, they found you, buddy. Havex first kill with the frenzy there. Caillou, right idea, wrong timing. Now Seth, eyes up toward heaven. It is a heavy B push here. The Saints have to get on their horse and start rotating. 4 tapping is going to find with the turret, the nano swarm, and their classic shots are going to be good. Ems finds a kill with that shorty as well. Oh, 4 tapping has to be very careful. 21 HP. Waterloo moving as a death ball right now. They run 4 tapping down in the alley. They jump him and take his wallet. Smoothies now working backside as well. That snake bite, though, going to back them off for a second. Now the Saints have regained a little bit of space here. They at least have a decent little pinch, but Sushi has to be careful.
He's just trying to pick one out of this huge
He's worried about getting run down by the whole crew.
Yeah, Prim going to take one out. Smoothie's going to take one out. And it's all down to Seth here. What can he do against this,
Sky healing
formation?
Too. They had some low health bars, but that Sky healing is nice.
Smoothie's watching that back push. You see the Sky Flash going to come out. Seth going to take one out.
More healing.
Yeah, but that healing
mercy.
might expose where he is here.
I don't think, the thing is, they don't care. It's pistol.
Yep.
Come find us.
They do definitely have the advantage here with 2 of them. Gonna double peek there.
That was...
Prim gonna take him out. That's another round for them.
That totem pole peak is a little bit risky sometimes because I've seen people try to stack up and they get collided or 2-tapped with any gun in the game. So a little bit risky, but the aim was true enough for them. Now we're going to see those SMGs come through the Saints. Some amalgamation of a Stinger, a Shorty, maybe a Sheriff. Frenzies, mixed bag on the defensive side. But Waterloo, good start to things. You win pistol, you're looking at taking that second round as well. So should be looking at that 8-6.
Yeah, it looks like they're buying guns that they can just play very fast with here. Just push onto site, push as a formation, just take out as many as you can.
Playing Sky Raise KO, I mean, you got to go.
4 tapping with the judge here holding this typical, B
rat
mid heaven, rat angle, some would say. But it looks like University of Waterloo is playing it very slow here. I thought they were going to go faster, you know, with the Spectre. You can basically just run and gun with that gun.
Yeah, round 2, I'm a little more surprised they're playing default. I thought maybe we'd see some kind of commit to that stack. I mean, that last round, though, I really like that, like, 5-man death ball, because you see a lot of teams push together on pistol. They usually shoulder to shoulder, but that was like an actual, like, Overwatch 2 death ball. They were just running and gunning. Whatever was in their way, they were going to eat up. Now, though, B-stack looks like it's going to be committed here through Garage. Prim has that rifle, trying to see if he can spot anything out here. Might be a Spectre, actually. The weapon skins in this game.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. I hate it and I love it at the same time. But there's the utility. There's the execute. The Saints are all playing mid, so they're going to let this
Yeah, it's free. They all stacked A. It's a 4-stack A. Or a 3-stack.
I think the Saints had the same idea where if they run on us, we're going to jump on them with 3 of us and try to, like, guerrilla warfare almost.
But now they have to rotate all the way back here and lose some valuable time on this post plan. Havoc's holding this
he hears those
very
footsteps.
vertical angle. 4-tapping, checking corners, playing it slow. Just dodges the molly there.
Avex just in that rat spot.
Yeah, but that angle, he doesn't have the range there versus that Spectre. Havoc's knows 2 of them are back there, or at least 1. Here's them, Sushi and Ems, waiting for someone to push here.
Yeah, they're playing for exits. Waterloo, though, not going to entertain that side to exit from. They're going to go through Garage.
Got a peek, yeah.
Thing is, though, Shorty, you're not going to be able to run any of those guys down with a Shorty. You might be able to shoot him for 2 damage or something, but...
Havoc's going to get out of there.
Yeah, should be fun to get away.
Even
if he doesn't, Saints are going to die to the spike, get a couple extra bucks in the pocket. Now we're going to see those real buys come back through for both sides. Waterloo might keep a couple of those SMGs, but the Saints expecting to fully upgrade to those rifles. Yeah, we're going to see just that. Waiting for those ultimates to get close to ticking up. Hayvax has been doing a very good job getting a lot of those kills, building up toward that showstopper. Same thing with Sushi, though. 16-10 on the Jet right now. The 2 duelists kind of taking over the game, and then those primary controllers sitting right underneath them.
Yeah, aside from 4-tapping here, they could play the range here. All of University of Waterloo has Spectres here, and they have Phantoms and a Vandal. So
yeah, if you're the Saints, this is the round you have to take.
Yeah, if they play the cards right, play the right angles, it could be a very big round for them. They need it.
Yeah, and 4-tapping's playing Killjoy, so go hide and sit with the shotgun. We'll worry about the turret later. Sushi, good for the first one. Gonna get traded out by Light, though. That is a good 1-for-1 for Waterloo. That is a weapon disadvantage, and you still find the way to even up the numbers. Now just gonna hide on top of the box. Probably gonna wait out, see if the Saints want to give away a little bit of the game, but the spike still backside spawn. Slow walk through sewer for a couple of these Waterloo members. A still set up with the some Killjoy utility, though. Up in heaven. But it looks like, yeah, that A-stack's going to be the site now. They haven't really tried to hit this site super fast yet, so I'm guessing this would be the time to pull it out in the playbook.
Yep. A is pretty open for Waterloo to push onto here. Just Killjoy watching it. The rest are on B, you know.
Oh, they're rotating now.
Yeah, they're rotating now. As soon as I heard that util, they're rotating back on. 4-tapping. Jump out with the shotgun, but Light Edit's going to be ready. Seth going to take one out. Seth going to take 2, but Light Edit's on a roll here with 3 kills.
Yeah, low health on both of these Saints members as well. Actually, Smoothies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Rather, correction. Waterloo has the low HP. They do have a neural theft. I was going to say, might not be a bad time to use it. Caillou. Oh, the timing on the pop flash is awful. Light Edits with a 4K from Spectre to Phantom, from Doghouse to Penthouse. He had a rough first half, but he is finding his stride in this second half. He is playing out of his mind, finding the kills. Now, I think he was 1-7. Now he's 8-11. He has had an absolute amazing, funny enough, attacking half too. With the
I was going to say.
Even funnier, but maybe just got into gear there. Got the, got the jitters out, got the nerves out, finally got the warm-up in. But right now, Waterloo on a roll and looking pretty good, and this buy will probably continue that pace.
Yeah, attacking Cypher popping off is crazy. I just got to point out, I'm in disbelief.
It's usually like the defense raises or the attacking Cyphers that end up somehow just going ballistic when it's like, oh, this isn't actually the side I was supposed to be good on.
Caillou going to play very aggressively, push here. Knows 1 sewer, marks it off for his team. Going to pop flash through that wall again. But Havoc's, here's the flashes go off. Knows one's there. Gonna play the range here, playing way back angles. Knows it's just a,
We've seen the Stinger do some things. So that's a little. It's a big ass still either way.
Gonna get the molly there. Stop that ropes push. Enough time for him to push up here. Pop flash. Ready for it though. Knows he's there.
Thanks for the gun, buddy.
Upgraded.
Saints actually in a decent spot now. They have one rifle. Yeah, they did give sight up, but 4v4 possessing one of those Vandals, you're actually not in the worst of positions here. Waterloo, maybe you want to invest a divide, you know, not necessarily sure they need it with these weapons still as they sit. Kai, though, that's going to be Caillou down in heaven. Now M's on the flank, though, the trigger discipline. He's going to find one with the headshot. Smoothies has a 3K. Kai rounds things out, though, and just like that, Waterloo, they win 4 rounds in a row. They tied this game up.
Yeah, it's tie game already. It feels like they've just been on a roll here on attack. Very attack-sided on split here, it seems. At least for this round. At least for this round, though. This match that's going on here.
Yeah, no, to be fair, a lot of people, the thing is, people say, there are percentages which say maps are T-sided, CT-sided. I watched stuff on VCT, they say one thing, and then I watch Collegiate, it's a whole other ball game. It's like, oh, because like Pearl 2, like, oh, it's tack side. I saw like 20 Collegiate series where teams were just doing terrible on attack and had everything down. Because attack, I think, takes a little more creativity. It takes a little more, I guess, like nuance and like ingenuity. Defense is like, okay, play the line of scrimmage, play the utility, and try to absorb the pressure. On offense, so you have to be a lot more creative in how you think and how you plan and how you want to attack. And yeah, Viper Pit mid, stay out of my sight. They're going to split A and B right now and see what else is cooking up.
Yeah, they're probably just going to play for picks here, play for util to burn out, you know.
Oh, they're just going to play for a heavy side. Right? Literally, Pick goes down mid and no one, it's just, okay, guys. See that? Yeah, no one's there. Not a whisper.
4 tapping, watching this angle. But Sushi going to stop the push in its tracks there from Havix.
That is a big player down, too.
Yeah, Sushi gonna stand on this box. Try and get an angle. Dodge that flash.
Where's the second flash?
Is there gonna be a second flash? There's not, but there should have been. Sushi getting a double kill.
Yeah, he should have got the notification that he got the blind. Maybe expecting him to be behind that box. Because to be fair, if you flash somebody, I'd maybe expect him to hide after I get the notification. But Sushi's like, nah, dude, I'm not blind anymore. You can come up here. You can challenge me. Smoothies, quick little inspect there while he's up on ramp, trying to see if this A site is going to be the play, but the spike is currently sitting rather far away from the A site. So this rotation is going to have to come through pretty quickly here. That Viper Pit still going to cut off that mid rotation completely. So it's going to buy the Saints 10, 15 more seconds at least. Cosmic Divide now going to be in play though. 5v3 should be a pretty tricky retake. Caillou going to hit the pop flash. Oh, it's textbook Sky play. Prim though going to get his pop flash ready. He's going to try to hit a swing on this side. Time is of the essence though. Seth from the top rope not going to find the kill. Caillou will find 3 on the round though. Saints keep 4 men alive and they win that round. They break the streak of Waterloo.
They're finally back in the game here. You can see the relief on their faces there, just as they got that
kill. Guys, one,
finally,
please.
just one, yeah. So hopefully they can carry that momentum, take some momentum away from them, take it for themselves, and bring this to end game numbers.
When it's 9-8, you're getting to that. You're getting to the final innings here. You're getting very close to the end of the game. Getting to that 10 mark is usually where I say teams start to sweat a little bit more, because once you see double digits, even though 9 and 10, there's not like a worlds of difference. Just seeing 2 numbers instead of 1, it's like, okay, like we are really we got to figure this out. We got to figure it out soon. We're gonna see that one way over there from Seth. Try to cut off this vision of Waterloo for the time being. They're gonna hit this this B site rather. Again, bit of a default though. 1 over toward ramp, couple back toward me. Now that that Viper Pit is out of the play, Seth though gonna try to go for the swing here. Just a lot of waiting, information collection, couple shots back and forth. Waterloo though, once you lose that round, it kind of checks you a bit. Then you're gonna slow things down a bit, see if you can open up one of these sites and get going.
Yep, Seth gonna both teams playing it very slow. They can see those numbers are getting up there. Neither of them want to mess up.
9-8. So.
Yeah. They want to secure that 10 lead here.
Seekers.
Yeah, Smoothie's just playing it slow. Seeker's gonna go out, trying to make an engagement happen here. Prim spraying down that box on B, clearing out that back site corner. Caillou watching A long. Prim still here on B. Just watching it. Kai sneaking up to A heaven here though.
Yeah, but unless he finds one of these flanks, it looks like one of the Saints there is set up looking exactly where he'd be coming from, so they might be aware of this. Now the hit is going to come through, though. Now Kai might be in a pretty bad spot if the Saints can find this flank. Oh, Caillou, though, has no idea he's here. Kai, the lurk pays dividends. Waterloo, Avex does get tagged down. It is a litany of green kills there. Oh, my goodness, Mzuu taking down the whole crew. Waterloo down to 2 men, essentially 1 because that K was in the null state. Ems jumping shorty shot, not going to be enough. Kai, no rest for the wicked, no revive for the KO. 1v1, however, Yeah, ran out of time. That is 10 on the board for St. Clair. And Waterloo, the execute wasn't necessarily bad. The lurk from Kai was great. They just took about 15, 20 seconds too long to go for it. If they did it a little bit earlier, it might have been a lot better of a strategy. But you can see how close these rounds still are.
Yeah, you can play as smart as you want, but with M's aim there, just getting 3 down was just unlucky, one might say, you know?
Yeah, as fast as you get on, you end up getting off. So M's now, 14-9. 4 of these Saints double digits in 4 tapping. Playing on that Killjoy, just, calling the shots as that IGL. So still a great scoreline to see as well. M's does have the Shadows teleport if he decides. Waterloo sitting on the showstopper, but he's got the judge, so, basically the same thing.
Yep, just looking to rush down here. Kai playing that A heaven push again.
They got nanos up in heaven, though, actually, this time.
Yeah, they're ready for it here. They got the wall, got the nanos ready. Gotta take out that dog. Light edits. Gotta put down his cage.
They've got some info.
Yep, but Molly.
Just a little bit.
Molly gonna come out. Stop that push, Havoc's coming through the vents here.
Oh, here's the hit. Sushi is going to get blinded, but still going to have his vision for a second there. There's that first kill, dash to safety. He is stuck behind this box, though. Looking for that second kill, not going to find it. Kai's good for that one. Havex and Light round things out with a couple of their own. 2 Saints left standing. Plant is going to go down for Kai here. Waterloo in this 4v2. If you're the Saints, 4v2, I would probably go for this, but I would understand if they thought about saving. They'll probably look for a pick or two, though. There's still so much time.
I think they could definitely get a pick here.
That's there's so much time left. They definitely should try something. Ems, though, Smoothie's just missing 1 or 2 shots there. That's all it takes.
2v3?
Now it's a lot more manageable. Ooh, more tapping.
But now I would go for the save.
Ems has other ideas, it would appear.
Yep. It's going to push that back L site here, but we're going to see the showstopper. Really wanted to win that round here.
Yeah?
Did not get much use out of that showstopper with 1 person left.
All right.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He put on the show, I guess, but I will say, if you're the side of Waterloo, that's an ultimate you don't really want to burn unless you have to. So even in, maybe it was a misclick or something, because in a 3v1, yes, I know M's just popped off and got a 3K, but I don't care if you're Yay, FNS, a lot of these players, that is a very hard 3v1 to take on split, especially when you don't have full information on which corner everyone is playing in. But it is going to put the Saints on this bad buy, so maybe just to make sure they secure that round, if you pop an ultimate and you win the round, I guess it's never the end of the world. It's better than popping it and losing the round.
Sushi gonna pop those knives out. Havoc's gonna throw the boombot out for some scouting. Gonna get. Oh my gosh, Seth! I think he had 1 HP there.
He had about he had single-digit HP there, but luckily, nice refreshing. Kai's got his back. Those two always gonna help each other out. Kind of been that dynamic duo as far as getting those frags and finding these picks has been concerned for a while. Kai working toward ramp here. Waterloo once again, a preference for the moment. Slowly making their way up here. 1 KJ turret, though, set up near A. Try to get some info off. It's still that eco buy for St. Clair, so you're just praying that Sushi goes God mode.
Havoc's. Looks like the whole team of... Yep, we're going to see the Seekers going to come out here. Havoc's walking through smoke. Seekers going all the way up to heaven there. I don't know if it got anyone. 4 tapping. Going to spray that box down, but not going to be able to outshoot the Vandal there. But Caillou going to get... Light edits out there.
Yeah, Light was down to, I think, 1 HP. Yeah, that is weapon upgrade too. Now Ems has some utility to work with, but there's that Blade Storm now down. Kai, that Pocket Mercy on the back line, just healing everybody up, making sure these engagements are going to be a lot safer to take. Smoothies has a very nice read on where Caillou is right now, just waiting to find the timing. He's going to do just that. Down goes Caillou. Oh, Ems putting down the Trailblazer, but he did get spotted out in the corner, so this should be a very interesting swing. Smoothies with a 3K there. 10-10. These two teams back and forth right now, trading blows. Saints were on that eco buy, but now we're going to see what is good with this economy. 5 rifles, light armor on a couple. Ultimates, still only the neural theft. And the lockdown now for the Saints, so a little bit more flexibility if they want to try something.
Yeah, Light edits has the... Yeah, we got the Cypher ult back. Looks like a pretty even round aside from the armor here. University of Waterloo is very good at tying it up here. As soon as they're down, they almost...
Yeah, almost 3-3, 2-2. Yeah, basically watching the pendulum swing.
Just back and forth and back and forth here. Gonna get the suppression here from Prim. Those ones close by, watching that B angle. Havoc's gonna push mid here. Gonna place down a couple of Astra Stars. Caillou gonna spray down. Here's those footsteps.
Saints are playing really far up on every site right now. They're trying to find these picks. They're gonna find one there. Caillou, fantastic job again. These mid-round adjustments. They're playing a lot farther back before. Now they're taking a little bit more space up. They're trying to cut off these early rotations and stunt this push before it can really get going. Trying to get like behind that first wave of utility almost. Seth though, still up in heaven. Couple members up toward mid here. Havex and Smoody's trying to cook something up here. Seth, I think, has a little bit of info here. Oh, he's got some info now. He's going to spot 2 out. Luckily, no chip damage. There's the snake bites now. Try to get them on drop, maybe. Havex sitting in the corner. Snake bite just for a couple damage. Nothing too major, though. It looks like this will more than likely call for the rotation off this site.
Yep, Smoody's going to try and rotate out of there. Havoc's going through vents, but the alarm bot's going to suss him out there.
So unlucky.
Gonna throw the satchel out. Try and block anyone who's trying to push that vent. Caillou waiting there like a hawk, did not move from his first kill, but he's gonna push back right into. No way! Prim gonna take it out. Yeah, Havoc's gonna clean that up, save his teammate there. Smoody's gonna take out Seth.
My ult's ready.
They got some info from that paint shell too.
2v3 here. Sushi spraying through the smoke. Smoody's watching that screen. Havoc's trying to get Sushi there, but Sushi just has the better gunplay in that moment.
These health bars now favor the Saints, so if Ems can get some good timing with Sushi here, these 2 Waterloo members are fairly split as well. Ems has full utility too, has Shrouded Step and that Paranoid. Looks like they're going to do just that. There's the dash on site, the Paranoid. Ems is right behind you though, Prim. Beautiful job to navigate the dark cover. Smoody's helps out the rest. Waterloo now going to take, I believe, maybe their second lead of the game after that beginning of the game. Either way, though, a fantastic job to battle back. I mean, yeah, it is going to be their first lead of the game, technically, so not a moment too soon. And this timeout, also not a moment too soon. If you're the Saints right now, you've lost 2 or 3 in a row, or I guess rather 2 out of the last 3. You have to find some way to kind of, reel things in, see if you can cook up some of these ultimates, because right now it's come down to a lot of 1v1, a lot of 1v2s, but you can only expect to win so many of those in one game.
Yeah, you got to figure out what's been working, because it's only 10-11. You're up by a huge. You were up by a huge margin there. It was like 8-10.
8-4.
8-4,
yeah,
8-4, and then 8-10. You still kept a lead. When you can win those rounds, if they win a round here, they usually win the round after that, so they could bring it to OT, at least to 12 here. You're in a really good position here. But if University of Waterloo takes it to 12 here, and continues with the momentum they have, it's not looking good.
I'm not sure how much money the Saints would have next round. I think they might be on the loss bonus, but I don't think quite yet. And this is one of those times, like we said earlier, they won it like they were doing the thing where they're going on 2-3 round runs. They did have the lead the entire game, though, so they're kind of playing within arm's reach, but now they're playing from behind. So these rounds that were maybe 50-50 before have been going more 75-25 Waterloo's way. And yeah, this bye is going to be mixed at best.
Yeah, but you just kind of have to.
They'll have enough for next round. Yeah, it'll be a mix, but they'll have it still enough for the next round.
You want enough for next round. You want to have that round cushion. If you can win this round, you're in a great position. If you lose this round, you're not in the worst position.
They've got lockdown. I'm not sure they would invest. I mean, right now it's 11-10. You might invest whatever you have to, but with that weapon disadvantage, Sushi, maybe going to go hunting here, trying to find some early picks. I don't necessarily hate the idea, especially how well he's been playing. Try to catch Waterloo off guard. I don't think he's played this exact spot yet. So maybe something to note. He is going to dash through the bot. That's what I meant. Get behind the utility. Yeah, he does get through, but Smoothies does take him down. So not a bad 1-for-1 considering the weapons, though.
Yep, and it was both top duelists, too, as well. Very good trade.
I'll let the other 4 duke it out.
Yep.
They've had enough shine.
Prim holding this A push here.
Scout destroyed.
A angle. Ems watching the behind
Look how far up the Saints are walking B.
Yeah, that's insane.
I like this. When you have weapon disadvantage, I mean, this is a rifle as well, but you have to try to catch them off guard at this point. Because every single round, they've been falling into these like 2v4, 3v4s and getting behind the cart. Now, if you can find 2 picks early on, though, Ems had the best timing he could have dreamed of. And now Light might end up turning it on its head. There's the Neural Theft, so yeah, he's going to spot a couple out there, but Caillou takes down Kai right away. There's the Cosmic Divide as well, and the Seekers. So Ultimate's getting burned back and forth. Now the Saints going, okay, you guys burn some util, we're going to burn some back too. But Waterloo is going to find the plant, 4v3 to decide this round.
Spike is down. Time is ticking down. Seth, Smoothie's going to take one. Seth going to try and peek out. Smoothie's going to take out another. Ems going to try and go for the defuse as Light edits. Has to run. He has to run.
Light's not going to make it.
He's not going to make it in time.
Oh, the defuse and the kill too.
Yeah.
That is a big, big round for the Saints. They got a couple ultimates burned from the side of Waterloo. They still kept that lockdown online. However, the null command is there, but they're going to keep the buy alive, more importantly. Keeping at least 2 weapons in the back pocket, going to be so good for you. And Waterloo going to go, yeah, it's about that time we should call a timeout because we might not get another chance. Neither one of these teams might get another chance to call any timeouts. They might be almost wrapped up here, but I mean, 11-11, the 2 best teams in Canada. You couldn't really ask for a better map 1 so far.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth. Very good gunplay all around. Very good strats all around, too.
It's been weird. It's been like a mix of like great strat and then just like solo queue. Just like people just fighting and just like, I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see because you could see when they're like sometimes it doesn't work when they go for a stretch.
When it devolves to TDM.
Yeah, and it works. Sometimes it works. They're just chasing people down, shooting, just pure gunplay, just pure chaos, and they manage to squeak it out, manage to win those rounds. It's really interesting to see, and sometimes the strategy clicks.
Yeah, the one thing I always like to describe Overwatch and Val is controlled chaos, or like almost like Overwatch more like colorful chaos, because it's like kind of like what's going on, but it's like when you watch like Pro Val too, it's like 19 things happen in the span of 4 seconds, but like it looks random, but it's all coordinated. Seth is telling Caillou, I'm walling here. Caillou saying I'm pop flashing while this. They're getting calls from Sushi. 4Topping's calling the game in the whole time. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts, even though it can look a little scuffed for either side so far. I mean, look at these duelists, 23 and 16 apiece. I mean, you literally could not ask for a more even game so far. Looking at the scoreboards, I mean, they are literally like tick for tack right now, both of these squads.
4Topping has that KJ ult online for the B push, but it looks like they full stacked A
Waterloo's got the null command too, though. Depends on the timing.
Ah, true. Seth.
Neither one of them want to use the ult first. They want to make, like, if we don't have to use it, we don't want to use it, but you know they're both waiting for the reaction to use it.
Yeah. Caillou. Looks like they're playing very aggressively here. Yep.
I like this, though.
Has a dash ready.
I don't want to get
flash. Gonna have to dash back that smoke. But can he find one?
Paranoid.
Guy gonna get him. Seth gonna take one out. Light edit's gonna even it up. And Prim waiting in the sewers here.
Oh, this is gross.
Waiting for that aggro push here. Havoc's gonna take out Ems, and it's 2-3 here.
Those are 2 good ultis left on the board, though. Waterloo doesn't have any. The Saints have 2 game changers, but they have timing on Seth right now. Oh, they are barreling down on Seth. He's got to be very careful. He's got a bunch of Waterloo members barreling down on him. He's going to get taken down there. 4Topping, the only one left standing. All on the IGL. 3 Waterloo members now on the A site. The Boombot does not clear that room, though, so they're not going to be exactly sure that he's there quite yet. He might be able to find one here. He's going to be good for 1. However, 47 HP and 2 of these members left. He has his work cut out for him. Light's playing that left corner. Havex playing the cross, playing the headshot, and playing Waterloo up to 12-11, sitting on match point, or map point, rather. Game point.
Yep, Waterloo definitely wants to take this to overtime here. Or, I mean, St. Clair.
Yeah. Waterloo does not want to go to overtime.
They don't want to go to overtime. They want to stop this overtime, dead in its tracks, win this next round. Gonna buy that Odin. That's how dead set in their tracks they want to win here.
With this buy of St. Clair, it's looking pretty good for Waterloo. Seth probably gonna Viper Pit mid. Actually, Seth might end up saving that pit potentially to try to block off one of these sites in like a late reaction, because I'm not sure, like Viper pitting mid, he still might be worried about that 5-stack B or A hit, so I think he might move this pit spot. Yeah, he hasn't moved up to B side. Yeah, I figured he would move it over. Waterloo was stacked toward B a little bit, but I suspect A might be a little more easy for them. But Sushi is playing this short corner with a stinger.
Prim gonna watch this angle, watch this B push. He knows someone jumps on that box almost every time. Havoc's gonna check that box. Doesn't see it though. Gonna rotate over to B with the rest of his team. Do they push through that Viper smoke?
Unlikely, considering
looks like they're going for
getting ready to go on A. Yeah, the B is more of the distraction. A is the main event here. 4Topping though. This would be quite the epilogue with that judge if he was able to find a couple on ramp. And I'll tell you what, if Waterloo does not clear this corner properly, they have lots of flashes. They have the 0 points, so there is a litany of utility. But there is 7 judge shots that could definitely change the course of this round. However, there's the Trailblazer, spots him out. He's going to have to back off. 50 seconds for Waterloo to get going.
Yep, light edit's pushing up. We're going to see the KO ult pop off. Gonna be very, now they can't use that Killjoy ult even if they get close here.
Yeah, they're going to have to wait for post plant with it.
Gonna throw that molly out. block that screens push off, and they just
Finally
have total
planting.
sight control here, aside from Heaven.
Spike planted.
I will say they didn't plant for 15, 20 seconds, so it bought you some time to get the lockdown, but Prim looks like he is ready for the spray down. Yet the timing was so good. They knew the Saints had to be walking up from that direction. That is a crossfire to be messing with.
Oh, my
7-4 tapping. No, they are taking out all these Waterloo members. The lockdown gets invested. Smoothies, it's all up to you. You've clutched up a couple times this game already. You've got a 1v3. You found one. You're looking to find the second, but the judge is going to take you down. And overtime on split for map 1 for the 2 best in the country.
You'd almost expect it. You know, it'd be a surprise if it didn't go to overtime with how good these teams are.
I mean, yeah, and because this map is, you know, I guess certain-sided, we're probably going to see a little bit of back and forth before we see a team win 2 in a row here. I mean, look at the end of the game. It's 2-2, 3-3, 2-2, 1-1. So these teams, it is quite literally back and forth on a seesaw. I mean, Smoothie's now taking that top frag spot, so this Battle Astra proving to be very, very powerful. I mean, he's clutched up 2 or 3 times at least that I can remember. Mixed rifles for these Saints, 4 tapping, the one lone Vandal, user and abuser. Rest of these members cooking up some Phantoms, but overtime, Saints starting on that attack side. Curious what this is going to look like.
Yeah, it's anyone's game really with how these rounds have been going.
It's
but with
going
University of Waterloo's, you know, just momentum they've been carrying, they really want to carry this into the rest of this match right here, into overtime.
Yeah, and a best of 3, I mean, map 1 is pretty vital. And a best of 5, losing map 1 sucks. Yeah, obviously it's not great, but you got 4 more games potentially. Best of 3, you have 1 more game potentially. Yeah. Oh, Prim! The timing on the grenade is so unfortunate, and Sushi will happily take advantage. He finds 2, dashes away, takes down Smoothies very, very low. Sushi, that is exactly what you want out of the Jet. Get 2 and 75% of a kill. Yeah. Then if you fall, it is all good in the hood. Now Waterloo down to these 3 members. The Saints still have 4 going strong, and they are looking for blood. Seth playing this poison orb, but he's going to get flanked and flashed. Avex finds 1. Seth, though, taking down 2. All on Smoothies.
And with no health there.
If you breathe, you die. Seth takes him down for 3. St. Clair now sitting on their match point.
They
just have to play this defense very well. It seems like it's very attack side.
Well, I was going to say.
Game, yeah.
Val is, especially with new agents and stuff too.
Teams,
yeah, it's so weird. Like, yeah. It's like the one game where everyone just debates whether stuff is attack or D-sided or not. It's
skill decided, you know.
It's skill difference.
It's skill sided.
To be fair, that is true. If you click more heads, you're probably gonna win more games. I'm no expert. Right now, the Saints clicking like 2 or 3 more heads are up around, but Waterloo again, it's overtime, so full buys every round, pretty much full utility. Sushi is gonna dodge that 0 point, but I mean Waterloo, they're gonna be ready for that push either way.
Prim. Looking for a B push.
The Saints are stacked on B, though.
Yeah, they are. But it looks like, Prim going to take Sushi out there. That is so unfortunate. That's their top player this game.
Yeah, good idea. Not the best execution, but I don't hate. I mean, they've been trying that kind of thing the last couple rounds, and it's worked, so I don't necessarily hate the idea, but it is definitely a risky, you know, high risk, high reward play. Boombot chilling in mail for a bit. Paint shells to follow. Waterloo, a little more reserved on this push so far. They're going to cheat toward A now, the Saints. That B stack will come back to bite you just a little bit. You're going to have to work your way over to that A site. Seth currently sitting there, waiting patiently.
Kai holding this corner here, waiting to see if it's safe to push, waiting for a push onto him here. With how the Saints have been playing so aggressively here, definitely want to
Seth!
try and bait it out. Seth.
Oh, every time.
Yeah. Oh, every time he looks away, they peek.
He put his snake right away.
But he might get one.
Someone help Seth. Seth had all 5 members, basically 5v1ing him there. Kai is going to find that kill onto him. Now 5v3, make that 4. 4 tapping, takes down that raise. 4 tapping, could potentially find another one here. That Trailblazer, though, that is going to spot him out. That is a great job by the Trailblazer. If Kai can find the swing now.
Through the box.
Yes, the wall bang. He knew 4 tapping, could not have been anywhere else on the map there. Caillou now has a Trailblazer of his own. He's going to find the tag, but the crossfire's there. He's going to find that first one. He's going to pop flash, jumps on top of the flash. Kai has a 3K, has the Seekers as well, getting 3 kills in the round. We'll do that for you. Now it's all on Ems. And guess what? There's a head of lettuce coming for you, Ems. Kai with a 4K. Sky keeping things alive. And we're going to go to double overtime.
I hope I'm not cursed here. Every
Just
time.
like last time?
Yeah, the last time it went into overtime, it went to like 20-something, 25,
23, 21.
Yeah, 23, 21. That was very crazy.
It was
as much fun as it was very, very long. Very long. It was fun though. It was fun.
That's what we like to say. The way she goes sometimes when you're playing Valorant, especially with maps that are certain attack sided or whatnot. You're waiting for one team to basically make a mistake or make some kind of crazy hero play. It's like which team don't beat yourself in overtime. Like try to play clean Valorant. Don't give away any free kills because I mean 1 or 2 kills makes a difference between winning and losing.
Gonna try and pull him in there. 4 tapping. Pushing on to B site here with the rest of his team. The rest of his team is rushing Heaven. 4tapping gonna throw the swarm grenade out, pop that off, try and clear default, but barely sees it. But Caillou gonna save his teammate there. Light Edit's gonna spray that down. And I think 4tapping there only has a little bit of health.
Caillou, such a good job to take the space. Lights finds 2 though. Somehow Waterloo digs their heels in. They say no moss. They take down 3 of their own, and now it's a 2v2. Spike is gonna be retrieved. Havex working outside a garage here. Working both of these Saints over on B. Plant gonna get started for a half second there. Oh, Havex, you could have the best flank of all time. The timing on the pop flash, very unfortunate for Caillou. Havex more than happy though, and now it's all about getting that pincer maneuver. Plant is gonna be started. Kai and Havex though, barreling down on Sushi. Sushi's gotta pretty much play the guessing game now. He's gotta try to find one, then the other. He won't be able to find the one. That is a kill for Havex and a round for Waterloo, and not a moment too soon.
Yeah, that's 1 up for Waterloo. I feel like they've had the better defense too as well against the, as opposed to the Saints.
The Saints, I mean, the start of the round was great. They just, Light somehow finds 2 kills from that corner. They have to find some way to get him out of there. He's been playing so damn good this second half. And now, Waterloo back over on match point. Again, it's overtime, ultimates reset, economy resets every single round. So we're going to see that same kind of situation we saw last time. Now it's going to be on the Saints to win this attack, though, in what has been a pretty hard round to come by attack wins.
Yeah, these attack wins have been
defense.
yeah, defense.
Yeah.
These defense wins have been very tough. You can see 3 Phantoms, 2 Vandals, and a whole lot of luck needed here, I feel, with how even these teams are. Havoc's gonna send out the Boombot, scout out that mid vents. Havoc's walking up, playing it very slow. I heard some Game Boys chat there for a second, but it's all good. Make sure they're communicating.
Clear comms.
Yep.
I'm flashing.
I'm flashing. Havoc's gonna throw the grenade out.
Yeah, page cells to Heaven, blast pack in case someone's sitting in mail there with the judge. Had to make sure. There's the nano swarm though, in case Havex was in that corner, so you can see the utility. The information has been good. You might split. It's been figured out to some degree here. 4tapping. Still sitting up in Heaven. A minute left for Waterloo, so you have some time to play with. You have some time to assess here. The Saints set up pretty decently. This A hit though, looks like it's going to be that flavor, and Caillou is going to have to be ready because there are 3 members behind you and 2 in front of you.
Yep. Caillou,
Oh,
Seth's going to put up that
if they can
smoke.
find a kill, it's huge.
Yep. Oh, he knows he's there now with that heal.
The flank
For
though.
him. Caillou gonna get one.
Beautiful!
Oh, what teamwork there.
Those 2 are in sync with one another, like a point guard and a center, just throwing lobs and dunking it, and Sushi's finding 3 there. Oh my goodness. That is team play at its finest. Those 2 guys work so well together in tandem. The pop flash, the timing was so good, and Sushi just so damn good at finding kills. I mean, he's close to that 30 bomb at this point. Top frag in the server. Seth's got 27 of his own, so all these Saints right now, they are finding these kills, and now sitting on overtime once again. We're going to flip the sides. The Saints are going to see if they can attack this and figure out some way to at least get the bomb down and get a post. We have barely even gotten a post plant all game.
Yeah.
I think we have 1, 2 diffuses, like 3 or 4 diffuses or plants out of 28 rounds.
It's just been pure gunplay almost.
It's all kills. And I think 2 of those plants are after the kills happen, so I think it's been all TDM.
Yep. It's like you're in up for an A push here. M's gonna push out to mid, make sure that's clear. Playing very slow, methodical, making sure not to slip up. You don't want to slip up here. You just evened it out. You want to get that advantage in your pocket.
Yeah, slipping up on defense is that would be critical too, because neither one of these teams has lost that defense quite yet.
Yep.
Sushi still going to lurk through mid here. The Saints, very patient. Alarm bot to maybe cover that flank. So I'm guessing it's going to be an A hit. Maybe they go garage up through B just to cut off that flank, but that alarm bot tells me a pretty big story. Smoothies, though, has to kind of play that guessing game. Trailblazer going to be up in Heaven there. The dark cover to follow. Saints stacking up toward A now. So yeah, it is going to be that A hit. They are going to have the numbers advantage for the moment, But if Waterloo is set up decently enough here, they might be able to make a play. And they are sitting under rope. Sushi, that is a great pop flash. He is guessing where the members are, but they are right behind him. Waterloo finds a pair. Light picks up 2 on the round once again. Caillou is going to find the flash. Light, down goes Light. Caillou going to get revenge for his fallen teammates before tapping. Down to 24 HP. Does have the spike and can go plant. However, he has left Caillou basically to a 1v3, and that timing is not going to be great for him. He is going to find one, and he's got the Seekers. He's one up in heaven, though. He's just trying to buy time for tapping to try to hold this post plant. No nano swarms, though. Just got to play off-site and pray.
Yeah, looks like he's going to try and rotate.
He has to try to
angle.
lurk, because he can't just sit on B, or it's going to be a slow death.
He is Killjoy, though. I don't know if he had the post-plant util.
No, he's got no nan. He's got nothing. He's got a weapon and 24 HP and hope. That's why he's lurking, because if he can maybe get to heaven and find a pick, because if he sits on B, he's cooked.
He's got to try and run that clock out here. Get a pick.
Oh, they know. Oh, yeah. If he had more health, maybe, but...
Maybe, but not today. That is going to bring it to 15-14. Ooh, very close game. Back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, very close indeed. These other boys, I'm sure they're more than happy. Either one of these teams, at some point, you just want to get off map one and get to the rest of the series. But as legend has it, we are still going to be here. Waterloo, though, now they are going to have the edge back onto the offense here. See if they can line up anything. Curious, you know, we've seen every iteration of every site push at this point in the game, and it is split. So, yeah, there's nice variety, but there's only so much you can pull out of the playbook. Both of these teams have kind of played their hand at everything this time. It's basically coming down to, can we out-frag you in the early round? And right now, I mean, Light, once again, he was like 1-8 to start the game. He's now gone like 17-13 or 17-12 the last little while. So he has been so good. And he's been finding these early round double kills too to kind of cripple that offense. But now the Saints have a chance of their own. However, Seth might need some assistance in a moment. Oh, man.
Hold this.
This could be great or terrible.
Could be very good for him or very bad. I don't know if he got the vulnerable off of Kai.
Oh, he pulled his corpse in. I've never seen that interaction. That's
Kai gonna get the wall bang through that box there. They got the spike down. So gonna heal up his team. Get rid of those little tags they got along the way. Sushi. This angle.
This is a good setup by Waterloo. Ooh. Oh, man. 2 Saints left standing. Make that one. 4 tapping. You're all alone. You're going down. And of course, a 16-14 map 1 ends in a flawless round for University of Waterloo. I mean, that was a heavyweight fight, and it was only map 1. We still have potentially 2 more battlegrounds to settle this dispute. I mean, right now, though, you saw so much good play out of both teams. We talked about the teamwork was great. We saw a lot of the Puggy solo queue. We saw a bunch of wild stuff at Waterloo. I mean, time after time, just found ways to get that rounded. I mean, a flawless to stamp that one. They got to be feeling good.
Yeah, that was such a close game. It was back and forth and back and forth. But Waterloo did manage to just have that amazing strategic play there at the end. Just amazing setup. Seth unable to find a kill there. But that's okay.
It's tough.
It happens. It happens. You can only keep playing for so long, you know.
I will say, in a best of 3, though, losing a game like that definitely, like, not that it's going to mentally check you out, but, man, playing like an hour-long game and having to get ready for a second map, especially being down 0-1. If you're up 1-0, it's like, okay, like, even if we come out flat this game, it's going to be okay. We can go over to map 3. But Ascent is going to be that second map. I believe it might be the Saints pick. I don't remember exactly, but either way, we're going to come back in just a few minutes. We'll come back with map 2, give everyone a quick break to get some water, and take a few minutes. We'll catch you guys back in a few.
Peace. Oh, okay. Hello, we are back here with NECC Valorant.
Gecko!
Gecko picks.
Finally! They said, spoiler alert, Hybrid did tell us before, they would definitely be playing Gecko today. Ascent is actually, I believe, one of his better maps from what I have seen so far. There's a couple really nasty kind of like one-way lineups, but Gecko is finally here in the flesh. I saw some pro play of it this morning. Just one of the more fun characters in Valorant to describe it, I guess, you know. Get quick use over the util. He has the mosh pit, basically a big AoE green goo explosion. Basically one hits you if you're caught in it. The Dizzy is kind of like a Reyna flash that also kind of like bloops you from Mario Kart. And then he has Thrash, which is like a kind of like a snake little worm thing that detains people. And then of course, who could forget our good friend Wingman to go plant and defuse a spike for you and maybe catch a bullet to the face for it as well.
I think he also can concuss if you get...
He can, yeah.
If you line him up just
He's
right.
famous for his planting and his defusing. People forget it's also a stun. Ever gotten with that picture of him on Icebox holding the spike is like a huge meme now and everything. Yeah, it's
so
everywhere.
iconic now.
We love Wingman. And in Waterloo, if you shoot Wingman at all, you are a horrible person. An even worse Valorant player. You cannot shoot that little guy. He's so cute. However, he can't be deadly. All cute things can be deadly. So right now, Waterloo, they took a 16-14 map 1 on split. They tried to figure things out. They did figure things out toward the end. The Saints now sitting on the back foot here have to find some way to get back in gear.
Yeah, it is looking really cool line. Like, I'm just excited to see Gecko, you know. I've never seen him in pro play. I've just played him a lot myself.
He just got open in pro play, I think, this morning. Like, besides, I think he was in at like that Brazil lock-in tournament. Like, it was like at the Tarek show match.
I think that was all just content creators.
It was, it was a show match between Tarek and another captain, and then basically now, actually today when VCT, the season's like that actual Valorant started today, Pro Valorant. So now he's finally back in the fold.
I'm so excited to see it. Prim, looks like we're going to see a push. Maybe down the alleyway with that knife. Not going to hit anything though. Prim making it slow. Push here. Havoc's checking all these corners. You want to put the smoke down.
What a flash!
Double take there.
The flash was too good. He couldn't believe it was real. Let's find the second swing, though, Sushi. Luckily there to find that 1-for-1, so not the end of the world. Both these Jet players getting tagged down just a little bit, Sushi. You got to be careful of that, A, that Killjoy turret when you're low HP, and B, these Waterloo members taking control of market. Sushi is going to wrap around the backside, though. Seth and Caillou. I mean, these two sitting together, there is not a more picturesque thing in all of Valorant. Caillou probably sitting on that Dizzy. I think he has the mosh pit potentially as well, so trying to maybe stall out this push. Doesn't have the mosh. Just Dizzy in the Wingman, yeah. Mosh pit, usually not the, a good round 1 purchase.
Yeah, Havoc's going to push here on the side. Actually, he's going to hold this mid angle here. Going to wait for his team to push up. Seth gonna push out Caillou.
There's Dizzy.
There we go. We see the Dizzy come out.
Ryan
see the Wingman come out.
Look at,
he shot Wingman!
Kai! No! Seth with a 3K, though.
Gets revenge.
Yeah, Seth, do it for the little guy. Seth takes down 4. That's what you get for taking down Wingman. The first little use of Gecko. I know Ryan wanted to toy with the, to see if there was a, I'll call it Dizzy Cam, I guess. It's like with the, when you get like the throwable camera where you can watch the shot. I'm just going to call it Dizzy or Wingman Cam.
That's great. That's cool.
I don't know if Wingman Ryan, we wanted to test if Wingman has one. I know Wingman, I would love if you could do like that throw cam, and it's like a GoPro strapped to his forehead running with the spike. Like first person FOV of Wingman. Yeah, it'd be so good. Either way, though. No, I know, right. Listen, it's the day 1 of Gecko. We have a lot of time to figure things out. That's why we're curious if...
It's round 1,
because even today in pro play, like, it might have happened, but I wasn't, wasn't paying attention to every single second. So it might be a thing. Waterloo, though, down 1-0. There's Dizzy. Look at, he sleeps.
So cute. All his pets
when they
so
idle,
cute.
they go to sleep in his hands, too. It's like the cutest thing ever.
In his intro, he also pets Wingman. It's so cute.
Look at.
Such a good character.
And then there's a dog on the wall that the guy's looking at. This is the most wholesome second round of Valorant I've ever seen. So surely it has to be ruined momentarily by a couple of gunshots here. Caillou is going to have Dizzy ready over that wall, 4-tapping with that first kill. Havex, great job to skirt the paranoia, but Caillou, great job on the flank there. 4-tapping and Caillou working together for a couple there. There's Dizzy looking for any unsuspecting victims. No one to be found, but that is because Light is sitting back cellar right now. Maybe having a nice glass of wine, kind of chilling by himself there. But he's got a lot of members barreling down on him. Caillou going to trade a couple shots back and forth, but give 3 over to the Gecko, with the help of Dizzy and Wingman. However, Caillou, great job there on that round.
Yeah, he had the Sheriff shots. He landed the hits. It's just with the Sheriff, doesn't have the range there to secure a kill, unfortunately. Spectre going to win at a range engagement at that distance. Kai... just running around, figuring out where to place that turret, running around. People are just prepping for this match. Gonna see a Sheriff on 4-tapping. Gonna you know, probably buy that so he has enough for the next round.
Yeah, I will say this is one map too. This is genuinely the most defense-sided map in the game. There is no dispute. This is a fact. This is not heresy. This is not speculation. Ascent is CT-sided as a you-know-what. Looks like a couple kills back for Light, though. Oh, the spray's going to be good. Luckily, the Saints do swing. However, this was a buy round for Waterloo, and there was one member left standing. It is the Killjoy, and look where that spike is nestled. And I'm sure these Saints got a couple rifles of their own now. Oh, Kai, though, 1v1 all of a sudden. This could be a 1v none if he can find this last spray on the Ems. But Ems is going to be true with that Vandal shot. That is going to be a big round for the Saints.
Yeah, Ems just going to get the good aim there and take him out. And that was a pretty big round for them. Like, Sushi already going to be able to buy an op here.
Wingman Cam apparently is not active. I don't even know if it's going to be a thing about. It was just an idea. Yeah, I don't think it's going to actually be like
concept.
Yeah, it's a thought. You know what? I'm going to get on Yeti about that one. Actually, I'm going to talk. Me and Yeti. I'm going to get on and see if he can cook something up for us here.
Call someone
For the better of the people. We need Wingman Cam. You know, Wing Cam for the people. This is Thrash. This is the ultimate.
Already.
This is basically a detained fish, if you will. It swims around the floor. It jumps on people, and you get detained for I believe half the time of a Killjoy. I think it's 5 seconds or so. But like you said before in the pre-show, you can pick it up again and you can rethrow that thing, so you can be very, very effective. But again, if you leave it somewhere where it's very hard to grab, it might be a one and done type deal.
Big mid push here from Waterloo, but Sushi ready with the judge.
Any gun with the judge does not win that fight.
Four tapping, got to sneak up behind there and get.
They still don't know.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know he's playing Omen, but somebody checked off flank four tapping, taking out a couple of head tops, and now St. Clair in a 5v1.
All down to Smoothies here.
Yeah, he's been pretty good at clutching things, but I'll tell you what, with that weapon in this situation, call this guy Michael Jordan if you pull something like that off. Call him the GOAT.
It's in trees here.
Oh, he knows.
Just has to get that lineup. He must see that knife at least.
He hears the footsteps at very least, yeah.
Oh, it's just a standoff here.
Melee.
He's checking every corner.
Melee,
checking every corner. He doesn't get it. The crouch just misses the headshot. Upgrades to a sheriff
it's a party.
as a secondary.
The present.
The party.
Back-to-back flawless too. Saints right now are cooking up an absolute storm. I mean, after that last. Listen, I said after that map one, that can be a bit disheartening even for the best of Valorant players. You go through a knockdown, drag-out war. You came so close. You had match point once or twice at least. You fell short in overtime. Now you got a chance to redeem yourself. And like I said, Ascent being so defense-sided, you're looking to take it. Honestly, Ascent, you're looking to take at least 8 instead of 7. Normally you want to take 7-5. You're looking for at least 8. You would love to take 9, but it's only 4-0. You have a long road still to get there. And this is like that one-way Dizzy.
Oh, that's a huge
Get a scan
Dizzy.
and it falls back down on site, so you can grab it for free. That's like
dirty.
a one-way.
That is crazy.
That's why in Ascent it's so. You can do the same thing from a spot and tree as well. It's actually nuts. That's why I think Ascent is his best map.
That is pretty crazy. Looks like he has Thrash ready. Yup, there's Thrash gonna come out.
Oh, the paranoia, you can't see Thrash.
Oh, and he's got detained in
the
that.
kitchen sink.
Yeah, but Smoothie's gonna...
Wait, Smoothie's killed him.
He was watching his friend, he got him. Guardian Angel, Smoothies. Prim gonna take out Caillou there. That was a very advantageous position.
What a play from Waterloo.
Yeah.
Oh my... That was like the perfect counterplay to that ulti. Prim literally protect the president, tried to jump in front, catch a few strays, but Waterloo, that is a fantastic way to counter that Thrash. That looked like the paranoia, so you couldn't see Thrash to shoot it. You send Thrash into a corner, you get the detain, but the crossfire is money. Now you're in a 5v3. Oh, that is just clean work from Seth. Little Killjoy v Killjoy action.
Now.
Yeah, site is going to be taken for Waterloo, though. They are going to have that one-man advantage for tapping. Probably going to have to bust down this door in a moment, but they have lots of time to work.
Yep. Smoothie's going to go through that smoke. Smoothie's going to take one out. M's going to take out Smoothies. It's just back and forth here. Four tapping, spraying it down, spraying that smoke down, putting down another smoke, trying to make a good position to push on the site. He's getting his ult ready, gonna ult, rotate right on the site, get that recon. Four tapping, playing it slow here, did not see anyone. Must suspect their hell, and he does. He gets the wall bang headshot through the ground there, and Prim gonna take one out. Four tapping, gonna get another. And it's 1v1 already. Havoc's hell holding this very closely. 9 bullets on the Phantom.
Yes!
And he gets it! And a 3K from four tapping.
We have seen this guy clutch after clutch the last couple months. He has been making it routine work for himself. He's doing such a good job. Finds the 3K, clutches things up there. The Saints right now off to a great little start. That's a nice little mural. I didn't. There's a lot of stuff in Valorant with a lot of little like markings on walls, little pictures and stuff. It's really cool to see.
There.
Yeah, Riot. One thing about Riot, they pay attention to detail. They put lots of little stuff all over the map. It's nice, fun. Sushi. First operator we're actually going to see the entire series. I know it's only map 2, but I mean, it took 35 rounds to see an operator, but we're finally going to see it. Ascent, definitely a bit of a better opping map than I think than Split would be. So Sushi, going to hold that thing down mid maybe. Yeah, he's going to hold that crossfire, see if he can find one of those early picks. Waterloo, the buy is mid, so you're hoping for a couple
But they
kills.
do have 4 ults in the pocket here.
True.
Don't have the
5.
jet. Oh, 5 now. Gonna get the knives right off the bat, but Sushi with the op. Gonna take out Smoothies. Kai pushing up here for this A push. The rest of his team is pushing mid. Caillou gonna try and get that one-way dizzy again, but the Kai going out of his. Oh, but Caillou. Phantom beats that Sheriff almost every time.
Yeah, Caillou, fantastic job to find that headshot. The Blade Storm is still online, however. Things are looking a little bit more tricky than they were before. Sushi with the operator, he is cooking. Avex with the blades. 4 tapping has one for him as well. 6-0 start on Ascent. This is exactly what you want on this defensive side. Waterloo only burning that Blade Storm. The Saints right now playing a phenomenal game of Valorant. The economy slowly starting to build, so even if you were to drop a round or 2, you could even rebuy that op if you wanted. You're putting yourself in a healthy state for the mid game.
Definitely. Now they got a buy. They have 4 ults. Only used the knives that round. They did lose though.
And it was an eco though, so that's, you're basically just
yeah.
that ult orb was
Bought a
basically
gun.
buying
Yeah.
a gun.
So they are in a good
Fusion.
position here. If they use these ults right, get a good push, maybe they can get their first round in this match. Gonna see a KO ult. Gonna see the. Oh, but he hits his teammate there.
Yeah,
with
9 damage.
Yeah.
Flesh wound.
Still, we see 2 ults popped right off the bat. I'm just gonna take Havoc's out. I'm just holding
Low
this
HP on the
short.
KO
Yeah.
too. Good lord.
With the shorty in the corner.
Oh, shorty.
Oh, but Seth gonna stop the plant there.
Jeez, look at the omens going back and forth. 4 tapping at a boathouse with Ems though. Sending out that recon dart. It's all on light now. 1v3. Sushi still has a quite powerful weapon in his grasp. However, the jumping shot. Oh, Ems finds another kill with the shorty. 3K on the round for the Sova. The Saints right now making it look too damn easy. Waterloo right now just got to find some way to try to get this buy reset for these last couple rounds. Try to dig in. And right now, considering it's 7-0 and you're down in the economy, if you can get even 3 or 4 rounds this half, I think you'll be more than happy.
Even though people say this map is defense-sided, I would say this is just skill at this point.
It's
almost.
also, I will say, normally I'm like 50-50 with the maps. Ascent is disgusting.
Yeah.
Because literally, B, you buy the Odin with Sova on defense, and B is, you can't go there if you just start spraying. And A, just set up Killjoy.
But it looks like they're going to go, hey, walk through that Killjoy setup that you were talking about there. He does have Killjoy ult. We do have the lockdown ready.
I wonder if we'll see a rotate, because
Yeah,
Saints were
it's
ready.
tough. They are ready here. Smoothies watching mid,
some bad guns,
seeing if
too.
anyone goes. Yeah, they don't have the best buys.
shoot, shoot. PC check.
Oh!
The timing is actually perfect. Between the
Flash.
cloudburst and the flash, he finds the headshot.
Split second right there.
That's all
Able to
you
find the pick. Oh, another one from Sushi, and Caillou gets the other one.
One more for the kid. Why not? Trying to grab a gun.
Oh, through the
check
smoke!
his PC. He's got Vac on. Sushi, 3 kills with the op. That one probably the most impressive. Finds the great timing through the smoke.
but
Light is going to answer back.
With one
he has
HP.
a singular morsel of health, though. 4 tapping will quickly snatch that away from him. Sushi's got a big old smile. He said, let's go, baby. Something like that. He's looking real happy right now. The squad has every reason to be smiling right now.
8-0.
A flawless start on defense. Ascent, CT-sided, but not usually quite to this degree and in the fashion they've been winning. Because if the Saints win this round, I mean, actually, Waterloo is on the loss bonus, so they're going to have buys pretty much every round. But, I mean, this 8-0 lead, if you can get to 10 in the first half, I don't know how many games I've seen where a team blows a 10-round lead in the first half.
Especially if you can get to 12, maybe. Maybe I'm just being an optimist
I mean,
here. You could
it's a little
easily
bit of an
get
ask,
to
but
12 with
I
a
said
more.
right when it was 4-0, I said,
Yeah.
yeah, getting 7 or 8 is kind of tough, but now we're at 8, and it
Yep.
still looked pretty good. So at this point, you have to have reason to believe in, if they push up on Sushi here, he has taken at least one
He's
with him.
ready. He's ready.
At least one.
Kai, watch playing this
Oh,
mid
Sushi.
slow. Prim pushing up the trees. Sushi
They have
watching
no
that
clue.
like a hawk, ready to pounce whenever he
Do
sees.
Hawks pounce?
could. Maybe a griffin could pounce. It's kind of like a hawk and a tiger.
They're mythical.
Yeah.
They do whatever they please. Right now, though, recon dart through tree. They're gonna get Seth out of there in a couple seconds. Their Havax is gonna pop that cloud burst with the nano swarm.
Oh,
I thought he hit that quick scope too.
That. Seth
Found the kill.
Oh,
Sushi does get taken out behind Jen. 4v4. Look at Waterloo now making a nice little stand. It is a 3v3. They are going to find the plant, so best round they've had so far.
Oh, we're going to see the Silva ult come out. Gonna get a pick there.
Mzu.
Yeah, but Spike is down, but Seth wants to put that lockdown, flush that site out so they can get the defuser. Havox needs to push this with how close he is.
There's Mosh.
But the Mosh gonna come out. He's looking up, and Havox takes out the lockdown. But Ems takes him out, and it's a 1v1 Silva v Silva here. But Light Edits has the lot.
He has lineups.
Lineups, yeah.
Ems has
Fake the defuse, you almost have to at this point.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of time still, but I think he's getting very, very low. He's got to make the swing. He's got to make the play, but he can't do it. Give all the credit to Waterloo there. They fought back there valiantly. They hold things on, and honestly, that jet play from Havex was everything that round. They had the mosh pit lineup ready. They had the lockdown safe in tree. He just Ferrari peeks it, finds both kills. Waterloo, honestly, they needed a play like that. Waiting for the lockdown and the setup to come through. You're probably going to get squeezed out slowly. You had to try to take some authority there. I mean, the rest of these Saints, just all of them finding kills right now.
Yeah, you need to go for those aggro plays. Sometimes they are risky, but when they pay off, they pay off.
But when it's 8-0, you got to start right. Like, you got to start throwing.
You got to start pushing. You know, when you're in the lead, you can play slow, you can play methodically, you can play how you've been playing. But Sushi gonna get a pick right off the bat there with the off. Gonna get a double. He got a shotgun out ready. Oh.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that was very. That was,
what a nano! Oh, Sap is gonna get taken down though. Light finds a wide swing. Caillou, the shrouded step. It is looking a lot like Team Deathmatch out in this map right now. There's the mosh pit. Caillou, I mean, for all the fireworks, it's down to Smoothies once more. Oh, the timing is gonna be good. He's gonna hit that shadows into the shadows though. TP over onto the A side. He's gonna get a free plant, a couple bucks in the back pocket. However, he is facing a tall order.
1v3 here is going to be tough.
But
he heard the footsteps coming. Got the crosshair ready. 4 tapping. Gonna pull out that tap and get them to 9-1.
Yeah, it's a good bounce back round for the Saints. They're going to have that Blade Storm in the back pocket, have that Omen teleport as well. There's Wingman. Hey, little guy. That's the first Wingman defuse on stream yet.
And that gives them ult there.
Yeah, it is going to give them all too. So that's a nice little, we're getting a nice little variety of everything tonight. Listen, Gecko's just more fun than the other agents. I said it. I'm not even a Gecko main. I play a lot of Initiator, but Gecko I have not, he's a little tricky to play. That's the thing too. If you don't know how to throw Dizzy properly or kind of how to set things up, he can be a little bit tricky to play, but he's definitely a boatload of fun. And the Saints right now, 9-1, they're probably having a whale of a time, and this buy of Waterloo is cringe. So this should be another round to the Saints. Should theoretically be that 10-1 half, but Light does have that hero rifle. They do have a couple ultimates in the back pocket, so definitely something to consider.
Definitely winnable here. They got a bunch of ults ready. We're going to get the knives right off the bat. Counter knives.
Oh, beautiful parano. I think he got all 5, actually.
I think he saw the peaks of their heads.
Okay, Sushi. No, I thought he was going to peek that in the alley.
With an off.
All right, buddy. It's not Call of Duty or you gotta sit back. Oh, Avex said, anything you can do, I can do better, my friend. There's the lockdown. Sushi is going to be pinned in hell, but there is not a better weapon to be pinned down with than this operator. He is waiting for the single ounce of information, looking for the op shot there. The blades are going to be good from Avex. Sushi's good with it too, though, and a jet beat jet duel goes Avex's way. Waterloo.
Avex has the knife too.
There's Thrash though. Oh my goodness, Caillou, the door's
closed. Break the door!
Someone let Thrash out. The dog's gotta go out. Not gonna find timing though. Waterloo set up nicely here.
It was just like one bullet too short on the door there. Seth's gonna set up turret. Gonna get hit with the recon dart.
Oh, they took the op.
They got the op now, but they have the knives.
Running with the
Caillou has 27 health. Havoc's at 30, taken out. It's all down to Spoonies here.
Beautiful.
Yep, and that is 10-1 for the Saints.
This does not look like the same team from last map. And I'm sorry, I sent his defense side, but maybe you were onto something. This might be whether it's a skill issue on this map, because Waterloo, they're one of the most talented teams in all of Collegiate, Northeast, Southwest. But right now, the Saints, they're making this Ascent defense look easy. I mean, if they can get to 11-1, they win pistol and the game is over.
Yep.
And look at the buy. I thought they might double op too. I don't think 4 tapping is going to buy the op.
Yep.
But honestly, I wouldn't even hate something like that now because I don't think Waterloo would ever be expecting it. You know what?
On B,
it took if it takes till the last round of the half to buy an Odin on Ascent, that is respect.
Yep.
But because usually the thing is, once one Odin gets on the field, usually 2 or 3 more start to pop up. But Waterloo, the money is not going to allow that. They're going to have that Stinger, that Spectre, a couple Vandals, but not a whole lot of change in the back
I
pocket.
feel like I heard that Odin already, just roaring.
You can feel the vibe. It's like being at a concert. You can feel the bass in it when it's shooting.
Caillou playing these close angles.
Gross. He hasn't played here yet either. It's a mixing it up every round.
Oh, gonna throw it wingman.
Get him,
He
wingman.
knows someone's in there, but he's spraying the wrong side. Oh, he sees him.
No bullets.
No bullets. He has to reload. Turret goes out. Kirk gets destroyed. Sushi gonna get one. Caillou gonna get another.
Up and away.
Almost in sync.
Oh, nice dizzy. Oh, Caillou. 3 on the round, a flawless to make it 11-1. That is how you play Gecko, my friend. Pop flash with the dizzy, spray, turn, find one more. Beautiful job from the boys right now. 14-3 on 4 tapping. The rest of these members essentially in double digits, and Ems has been hitting everything with the Sova so far. And now basically, if you're Waterloo, granted, you're probably not coming back from 11-1, you know, knock on wood, knock on whatever you want to there. If you lose pistol, though, you're going to be looking at map 3. I believe map 3 is going to be Fracture as well, so it should be a very, very interesting one. Although, don't want to get ahead of myself. We still have Valorant left to be played. I have seen some pretty strange things on the server before.
We have seen some strange things. Can just turn around on a dime there, you know.
Once it gets to like, if it got to like 11-4, 11-5, then it's like, okay, you're still pretty far behind, but all it takes is a couple more rounds, a couple mistakes. It's 11-8, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, guys, please, let's finish this. We're getting less RR if they win more rounds, please.
Looks like they're full stacking mid there.
Yeah, they're going for lurks, but they're going to guess wrong. However, they got a lot of info from that. Saints don't care. It's pistol.
Sushi gets it right off the bat with that frenzy there, but 22 health.
Sova down, though. That's huge.
I think Wingman got the plant there.
Good guy.
Yep, Caillou.
Hard worker.
Looking Ems, watching the heaven push.
Does
you hear the footsteps, though, coming from behind.
Yeah, Caillou has gotten this. This is that one of those one-way Disney lineups I was talking about. However, Havex, he's got a one-way with Ems' head there with that Sheriff. He's going to try to find another kill. Another kill through the dark cover. Yeah, Havex. Nice little pop kill on the Caillou there. Kai's going to be good for that headshot, too. All of a sudden, these Saints are kind of dropping like flies. The Waterloo Warriors are swinging right now. Prim is going to be on that defuse. Sushi going to find one on the spray. He's only got 22 health, though. And there are 3 Waterloo members staring on that defuse. They're going to find that one. And I mean, it's 11-2. You kind of had to have that one.
And hopefully, with the trend in Valorant, they can...
He wall-banged him with a toe.
Oh my god.
Hell. Love it.
They can bring this to 11-3.
Oh, light
You're feeling better.
Aries right away.
Yeah.
Oh,
they need to buy this.
Dirty Sova player, you on B. You didn't take even 2 rounds to buy an LMG. But honestly, it's a really good idea, because guess what? If they stack B here, he's probably going to find at least 1 kill, potentially 2, because they're not going to have a lick of armor. Caillou is going to bust out the Marshall, though. He is a big, big fan of that weapon for anyone who has been around the stream. Light information first and headshots second.
Looks like Kai's going to push up really close here with the judge.
Oh, Seth is screwed.
Oh, Seth, that is so unfortunate.
No honor, shoot a man, run away.
Caillou with the Marshall, and Sushi with the Frenzy. Playing very cautiously here.
Yeah, they know they're
just searching, getting info here, playing for picks, trying to even this up before they make a full send push.
Yeah, 11-2. Honestly, they're probably gonna wait every you'll see a lot more saves out of the Saints, especially in the score. They're just gonna if they lose this one, they're gonna play for every 3 rounds to actually seriously play the game. They're gonna kind of concede a round or 2 on buy. Alarm bot gonna get triggered and market though. Kai, you've got to judge. You are not going to be scared to challenge up in pizza here. Caillou has this Marshall, too. We know he is not afraid to fight anyone. He's going to miss that first shot, though. Might not be able to get a second good look at that one. Does get tagged. A beautiful paranoia through tree as well.
He's not in the best scenario with all this util just flushing him out of tree. He's going to try and counter that with a dizzy here. Makes sure he and his teammates can peek. He's going to go out. Smoothie's going to take Sushi out before tapping. Going to get that Sheriff shot.
Oh, Prim. Oh, Prim, you are positioned beautifully to find the first one. There's the second one going over to Havex. All on 4 tapping. We've seen some crazy things, but not as crazy as that. Prim takes him down with ease. Waterloo takes their 3rd one of the game. They're going to keep things going on here.
Yeah, Prim was in a prime position there.
He was looking prim and proper.
But they are just carrying this lead that they got in pistol. Maybe it is defense side. Maybe they could take this up to 11.
There's 11. No maybe, but getting 11.5 is still Vio.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. Saints here, you're gonna try and full buy actually. Some gonna have
round 3,
light
so you can force now. Yeah, it's a 3rd round, so Waterloo won those 2 rounds very quickly. They went by pretty fast, but they did take the first 2 rounds back to back. So there are gonna be some rifles now. And Waterloo, this is do or die pretty much. You have those rifles. You'll have a decent buy next round, but you don't want to put yourself on that match point. Seth, that's a pretty good start. Taking down the Jet. That is going to be one of those top players.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The clack from the gun looked like Wingman's footprints, like a Marvel comic for a second. Gonna throw me off. Prim has that grenade ready. This Saints push is going to come through, though. They're going to get past that grenade. They're going to get on site. Should be able to find the plant. 5v4 post plant to decide if it's match point.
Sushi getting into hell, forward tapping, watching the smoke right outside of the door. Caillou gonna get the plant down. Just a few points away from ult. Sushi holding this site. Light edits, getting the drone out. Gonna find one hell. Forward tapping ready. Take out Kai. Prim gonna take one out, but M's gonna even it out. Light edits getting one with the Ares. Yeah, 1 for 1, just back and forth. Caillou gonna get the last one there though.
Just an Ares abuser.
Just light. Yeah.
Man in his Ares. It's going to be good for one, though. Caillou taken down, however. He did find a couple of bullets over onto Light. It's a weird spot, because the Ares isn't expensive, but you might call for the save just because you don't have anything else right now that you're bringing into the second round. However, if I'm Light, honestly, I think I'm just going to go for this. Yeah, I'm going to go for this, but you're not going to get it. Ems is going to take him down. St. Clair now going to be back over onto match point.
Yeah, 12-3.
Hopefully we don't have 14 match points like last time, but it would be fun.
It would be fun, but I'm happy enough with the Saints taking it here and bringing us into a very interesting game 3. But, you know, Waterloo can always surprise us. They can always surprise us.
They're one of the best teams, so I don't, even in this scoreline, like, yes, the game is probably over. I don't like to write any team
carried out
off.
a little bit, though.
Exactly, yeah. That they have a good buy, too. The Odin can be set up there. Caillou on the judge. Does have Thrash ready in the pocket. You know, Gecko is kind of like Ash Ketchum. He's got like, you have literally yellow, green, blue, and thing for like Pokemon.
Blue.
It's like Pikachu in the 3-star basically is his kit.
And there's the red.
Thrash is, yeah, that's going to be, I guess the equivalent of Charmander, but it would be a water type, I guess. But Caillou doesn't care about all that. He cares about taking down these members in A main. He's going to send Thrash out. He's going to do that little jump hop. Not going to find anything, but he is going to force these Waterloo members back into wine. Now 4-tapping, getting that Omen Uto ready. So far, no kills to come through. There's the Mosh Pit, too, so just waiting for someone to swing too far.
Seth gonna get scanned out by that Sova dart.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine though. No one was there to take advantage of that, unfortunately. Forward tapping, watching this A long angle. Trying to make. I think he's waiting for someone to push here, probably.
Yeah, at this point they're waiting for someone to kind of like play their hand, overextend a little bit. Right now though, St. Clair, this B site's looking rather juicy. There is a Killjoy set up at that garage door, but
that's about it.
They might actually fake this too, which I actually kind of like. You know, bait them over toward B. You kind of pull that Killjoy back into Boathouse. Waterloo though, very nice setup toward T side spawn here. Side spawn rather. That's gonna be a kill for Prim. Yeah, they're gonna collapse on tree. Ems is gonna get taken down by Prim. It's a lot of green in the kill feed. It is a 3 for 2 for Waterloo. The Nano Swarm, 1 HP on the Omen, I believe. 4 tapping, good for 1. Looking to find the second. He will do just that. He's got 3 on the round there. Smoothie's got tagged down to 1 from the Nano. Such an unfortunate timing. And now they're gonna get some info they're looking for. 4 tapping, 4 kills, 13-3 on a set. Absolute domination from St. Clair, and we're gonna go over to a deciding Fracture.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Fracture is a very strange map for me, at least, you know, as a casual player. It's just
still a little bit different.
Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of map from how you usually play. I'm very excited to see how these two very top of the line teams compete.
Yeah, you can see the newer maps are like Split, Ascent, and Haven all kind of look the same. Then you can tell when Riot went, now it's time to do like the League of Legends thing where we just break the entire game and throw a bunch of crazy stuff. Because Pearl, Fracture do not look anything like the other map. Lotus a bit visually looks like it, but the maps are getting, you know, vastly different as time goes on, which is good. It's good to have variety. Fracture, again, there's a lot of different variety for comps. Maybe we'll see the Gecko again. Maybe we'll see the Neon, something like that. See a lot of different utility. But that being said, we have a map 3 to get to in just a few minutes. St. Clair and Waterloo knotted up at ones. We will catch you back in a couple.
by Instinct. All right. Welcome back. We are here in Fracture in Map 3, University of Waterloo versus the St. Clair Saints.
Yes, Caillou, please do it for the content. We would love to see that Gecko pick come through once again. It did work. Ascent is one of his better maps. Fracture, I haven't seen quite as much Gecko on Fracture, to be fair, so I'm not exactly sure how well it synergizes, but there's the Neon pick I was expecting. Brimstone, Breach, Neon, going to be 3 of those standard fair picks on attack. Kind of that like famous Optic comp from when they played it over at Champions. But Killjoy, KO, Brim, Jet, and Breach looks like it's going to be that 5 KO, you know, pretty strong on Fracture, rather. Pretty freaking good on Fracture. You're going to see Ems and Caillou, though, rounding out the rest of this lineup.
Yeah, I think I wanted to mention it last match. Maybe the pick, the wingman pick, he just boosts the morale of the whole team. You know.
I mean, yeah, he's very cute.
Gecko.
It's nice. It's nice to look at.
It's just so fun. The voice lines are cute. Everyone loves them.
Right now we're gonna see a couple of these agents still waiting to get locked in here. Ems, Sushi, and Caillou yet to kind of decide. Ems, yeah, I don't think Ems is gonna be playing the Reyna. Maybe playing over on that Jet. Sushi on the Neon. Ems, he's playing Breach. Don't try to fool me, Ems. We know you're playing the Breach. Smoothies is definitely going to play that KO, so just lock the agents in already. We have a map 3 to get underway. We have to decide who is going to be the unofficial best team in Canada in this week 7 of NECC. So we have to get under the action. Fracture now going to be underway. Saints, Fracture has typically been somewhat just set as an attack-sided map, so I guess the Saints would have maybe some edge in that flavor, but the way the maps have played out, especially on the collegiate level, things kind of seem to be shaken out a different way a lot of the time. So, and it is map 3. Both teams, you know, the Saints, they had a very back-and-forth map 1. Map 2 did not look like the same 2 teams playing the game, but Waterloo still a live threat in all those works. Now they're going to be underway with this decider.
Yeah, and it looks like Waterloo has to start defense here on Fracture. I never know which way it's gonna go until I see the teams play. You know, some teams love attacking and some teams love defending. And it looks like they're gonna all stack one site. It looks like, other than Killjoy, for this pistol round here. Play as a group, play as a team, get that blob of death we saw. Yeah. Probably get that going again.
Monster on the loose. The worst thing, last thing you see before your hands are caught up and you can't use your weapon anymore. So. Round 1, though, about to get underway here. Gonna see this start off. Gonna see, looks like a little bit of a split, but they did take the ropes across to start things off. So they're gonna work from this backside of Arcade. Ems gonna get the aftershock and the concussion ready. Try to get that early push, maybe stop. But Caillou there for first blood. So Saints, nice early start. And the good thing about Neon is you can get right on site and get the business.
It's just totally clear, and they have to rotate back as fast as they can here before they get this plant down. It's just going a mile a minute here. Caillou gonna hold that. Get that retail back up. Four tapping gonna get the kill with the classic. Spoody's gonna reload here.
Actually,
get on the site.
Yeah, really good
Molly.
job.
Clear that.
Someone's usually behind that box, so usually a pretty safe Molly. So that's a nice little jump scare from the B Bros. Ems is gonna take down Light. The crossfire gonna be set up for every member now. Caillou got Dizzy ready. Spoody's just gonna dodge that ping though, and they're gonna find a few kills though. Sushi answers back with 1. Now it's all onto the Breach. He's got about 15 or 16 HP, it looks like, to his name. And that's going to be a swing for 4 tapping. It's actually going to be a substitution for Waterloo. I did not realize Toph is going to be in the game now, so I'm guessing that's going to be an agent-dependent selection. Maybe it's map-dependent. Valorant is one of those. It's kind of like League of Legends, right? Like, somebody might be good at like 4 or 5 specific junglers who play very differently from other types of characters as well. So we are going to see that little swap. But I mean, Waterloo, these top teams like St. Clair, Waterloo, these have 6-7 man rosters, and every single player is usually fairly interchangeable.
Yeah. Toph, I feel like I've seen this team play before. I feel like Toph.
We've seen Waterloo a bunch of times.
Players,
yeah, we've seen Waterloo tons of times before. I've seen Toph for sure before. I recognize the name.
But Caillou gonna play this very slowly. Here's the orb. Gonna wait till he's in the animation, picking it up. Gonna take out 1. Sushi gonna take out another as that's happening. Has the frenzy. Can play very aggressively here. Has to get all up and close.
Oh, he's playing Neon, so if there was ever an agent to get up and close, Sushi. I mean, he plays Jet too, right? He's got the same. He's got the instinct to get in there. Yeah, there's the Dizzy. Little trade there. Sushi is gonna get taken out by Light though. Waterloo gonna have a couple low HP bars there, and the Saints are going to have a fairly wide open site. Okay, what I believe I don't know who's playing the Cypher. What that Cypher player does, Seth, having someone like this in a ranked game lurking randomly on B when you plant A is absolutely tilting, but right now it is going to be a fantastic way to rotate. You just never really expect it sometimes.
Yeah, just playing unexpectedly is very key here to winning. Before tapping, gonna take out Smoothies there. They weren't expecting that. Someone around the corner. Before tapping, gonna take out 2, and that is round 2 for the Saints.
Yeah,
upgrading to a Vandal.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, and you can keep a couple members alive. They probably got 2 or 3 rifles out of that. Yeah, they got 2 out of it, so you saved yourself $5,800. That is a nice little heist, because now, right, going into a round 3 where you were going to basically concede the buy, you have full armor across the board, 2 rifles in hand, and you're able to pick up that judge as well. For tapping, when you play Brimstone on Fracture, usually the goal is to stay alive as long as possible, to pop the ulti, or to delay with the... I mean, he's got 4. No, he's 1 off the ulti already, too.
1 off, just got to pick up that orb.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Fracture, too. You can play for orbs a lot more than on some other maps, so they might try to make that play, yeah. Sushi, get the fast lane going there. He's going to find some of those pop shots. Faking out, though. Yeah, they're just playing for that orb. That's the good thing with Fracture. Play for the orb, back off.
Oh, guy ready for that push, but 7 health. He barely
Don't
gets
shoot
out of that.
Wingman!
Wingman gets taken out there. Caillou gonna defend Wingman though. Gonna take out Kai.
Look at Caillou's boys.
Gonna pick him up.
Hanging out.
Dizzy.
Dizzy Wingman, best bros.
Got the spike. Gonna see the Caillou get the plant, but the breach grenade gonna stop that right there. Seth gonna put out the Cypher grenade. Get the tag through the smoke there.
Hey.
Wow.
Listen, I mean, that's how you do it, man. The spike is gonna maybe now finally be planted. Yeah, the timer is gonna go down. Oh, Avex, that flank though. Good for 1. Looking to find the second, but it's gonna be Light to work that one out. Light is good for 2 there. Now Toph, can he find the timing on the spray? He's gonna find just that. Seth, however, did take down 2. So Waterloo's economy should not be in the greatest of positions, but you're more than happy to take the round when you were supposed to win it.
Yeah, that's
not your day, is it?
It's
winning's better than losing,
1-2-1,
forehead.
Yeah.
Right? Very obvious
pretty
statement.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But, you know, it's good to break up that momentum. It's a good round for them to win. They can now buy rifles. Their economy's not great, but neither is the Saints.
Yeah, decent enough at
it's
least.
pretty much evened out. 4 tapping, though, has the ult, and we do have
right there.
Thrash ready.
Where's my boy?
Got that scary little shark.
I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for Riot to drop all like the Wingman and Dizzy buddies and the plushies and stuff.
Oh,
and
it's gonna be so good.
Definitely not like grab a whole set of them or anything.
Should be stretch balls because they're squishy.
Oh my goodness, that's the best idea. A mosh pit stress ball.
Yeah.
Goated. Oh my goodness, Riot, get on it right now. That's actually one of the best ideas I've heard for that. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Ones that like talk to if you squeeze it. Oh my goodness.
Good. Or it lights up or
That'd
something.
be awesome.
Smoothies prepping the flash. Got the knife prepped. Not gonna hit anybody because they're all going B here.
Yeah, lights are on. No one's home. Seth is gonna lurk backside, watching that flank. Typical Cypher on Fracture. Most like other maps, you're spending a lot of time by yourself, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because you're keeping that constant presence on the back line, kind of making Waterloo second guess what's about to happen. Sushi, though, no surprises with Neon usually. It is W key or nothing, Sushi. Just trying to see if he can find timing, but
Kai, hoping for that W key.
I love and hate the judge because every time someone sits smoke with the judge, you know someone is dying. Like you know that judge is gonna find.
But he's got Thrash.
Yeah, there's Thrash, and they're gonna use the orbital strike as well. So they're gonna zone and they're gonna go for the detain. This is a nice little wombo combo.
He gets 2, I think.
2. Yeah, looked like he got 2 there. Oh, Kai, the hands don't work. Sushi might be detained as well, though. He is gonna get detained. Ems is gonna find the kill onto Kai. The mosh pit goes out to deter the push here. 5v4 for the Saints, but oh, there goes Wingman.
I think they only got 1 out of that detain.
Yeah,
one died.
1 plus a teammate.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
Caillou, 27 health. Throw Wingman, trying to flash him. Havex, pushing on his site. Nope. Oh, Thrash again!
You forgot he can pick it up, didn't you, Havex? You haven't played enough Gecko yet. That's going to be a flawless round for the Saints. And, okay, I say Gecko isn't broken, but when you watch a play like that, it's very hard to make an argument for the latter. But listen, it's all about timing. He had 3 teammates with him. It was a beautiful job, though, because honestly, I had forgotten, too. I'm used to ultimates burned. Oh, that's all he has. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. That's the thing, too. If you don't, you have to keep track of where his utility is on the map. It's so much to worry about. And when you have a team like the Saints coordinating that kind of effort, man, it is looking so good for you. And now, the money's decent on the Saints side. Waterloo probably mulling over a half buy at best. I suspect maybe 1 gun, yeah.
They do have Brim ult and they do have Breach ult, so they could make a good play here if they play their cards right. Havex gonna get another ult orb. Now he's just 1 away from the knife. Sushi just 1 away from the beam, though. Caillou gonna take 1 out.
The stimmy.
Dizzy, stim, double flash, but Caillou ready to save his teammates. Toph with the Sheriff only.
Sushi.
Sliding in and sliding right onto the objective there, getting a double kill along the way. Kai all alone on A. Gonna have to try and rotate, try and get some picks here. So this round is not all but lost.
Sushi was space gliding over on that B site. That was how you like to play Neon, and that's why Neon is so good at Fracture.
Oh, shotgun.
Sushi, lucky he was low, because that Bucky headshot, probably the right click though, so it does a little more damage from long range, that slug round. But again, it's not a flawless, but it's the next best thing. 4 members stay a toe. Waterloo now, once again, in that spot. You have lots of ultimates. You had a lot of money for this buy, but if you were to burn 1 or 2 ultimates and lose this round, he wouldn't be looking too hot. And Sushi, Pikachu is about to be let out of the ball.
Yeah, as much as we see these ultimates, you know, from University of Waterloo, it seems like they're very perfectionistic with it. You know, they want to wait for the perfect time.
That's a lot of players, right? Yeah, you want to like
miss it. You know,
that's the thing. Sometimes, like, especially with these like 6-point ultis, where you might as well.
But
like,
Sushi gonna right out the gate.
This is how you play Neon. Caillou though, instantly gonna go down. So this might be a nice little advantage for Waterloo.
Oh no!
Oh, Sushi, you forgot to check the flank, buddy. Kai is good for that kill. That is Pikachu grounded. That is a 5v3 for Waterloo. And St. Clair now. I mean, you're trying to play for, I guess, exits. You have control of the B site. However, Waterloo going to start to make amends here. Ems is going to find one.
With
He
30 health, though.
Low on health, but at least he found that kill. It gives the Saints some window, but Light might be closing that window in just a moment or two. Oh, the neural theft and the timing on the plant is so bad.
And he knows where Light is.
Yeah, he's got Light pinned down. He is going to find it. Hey, 2v2, and they got neural theft info. This is very winnable.
Oh, 2 health.
They invest the Rolling Thunder.
He gets them
as well.
both, though.
2 HP Ems. Can you clutch this round out? The Rolling Thunder was busted out late. However, he's got 2 HP. Doesn't have the spike, yo.
Looking the wrong way.
It's going to be all on the timing. He doesn't have the spike either. That turret, if Ems is some waltz over toward mid, that turret would be picking up a nice, juicy kill. It's literally all timing. I don't know if Kai has vision of the spike or not. I have to imagine.
It doesn't.
Actually, maybe not, because he was behind the box.
Get the
they know the kill
off.
was there. He should be. I think he finds his plant if he goes right now.
But Kai has the lockdown if he really wants to burn it on one guy.
I mean, we've seen a lot of hasty ultimates picked up this round, so I would not be totally shocked, although, if there was any call on Ems' HP. Look at Ems is so, because he knows the second he plant. Like, at some point, though, you just got to go for it. He is going to get that plant down.
Sooner or later here.
2 HP. Oh, this is going to be so bad timing. Yeah, honestly, Kai had the advantage. Great job by Emzo, honestly. 2v3 or whatever it was, you were down in HP, you didn't have the plant, you get a little bit of money in the pocket. You did waste a few ultimates, not gonna lie. Those 2 ultimates felt a little bit like reactionary and not like, okay, let's set these up. It was like, oh god, someone's swinging, I gotta pop, I gotta hit the X button. And it just kind of was like a little bit quick. But 4-2, Waterloo back on the board there. Saints money, not gonna be in shambles. They're gonna have enough to buy that up one more time, at least another time after this. So, you're feeling good, decent little start. Waterloo waiting to see what kind of buy. They've been forcing a lot, so they won't get that full buy, but you're seeing the word ready quite a few times over there.
And I know I was just saying, oh, you should use your ults right as you get
Now
them.
you use them.
Now we see why. We saw 2 ults get used, and they didn't even win the round there. So
they were
just for not.
Kind of a waste.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the Sushi ulted right got picked off immediately. The Rolling Thunder was definitely reactionary. The neural theft wasn't as bad. It was 2v3. It's very winnable. But the other 2 were a little bit, you know,
We hear the jet knives come online, though. He's gonna peek. Doesn't know there's so many people there. Sushi gonna take out 1. Unable to get 1. 2 knives left. Sushi gonna take 2 out there with 18 health. Gonna try to escape through the ropes, but Toph ready to take a double kill out there.
Seth, now I'm gonna get the cage of the tripwire. You can hear that little the
wondering
web feet squacking on the floor. That little wet
I didn't know
shoes.
what that was.
Yeah, little flippers on the ground there. That's Wingman. He is gonna get hit with the aftershock, but he is a trooper. He finds that plant still. Now Waterloo, though, they have 3 ultis. However, they do have a 3v2 advantage as well, so they might not need to invest anything too seriously here. That is a great
but he gets a knife before it goes
off.
off.
Tapping in the forehead with that 0 point. Smoothies does find the kill. They do invest the lockdown. Not the end of the world. You put 1 ultimate to guarantee the round win. I don't hate this idea in the slightest. You do find that kill on the 4 tapping as well, so just a nice, clean round from Waterloo.
Yeah, and that is 3v4. So it's a pretty close game. It's looking like the first game, back and forth, not as one-sided as Ascent was.
Yeah, I don't want to call it fluke, but that map, I don't think that was how well Waterloo could play on Ascent. I think they could have definitely had a better game. Starting on attack, definitely going to put you behind just a little bit, but they're a way better team than that 13-3 score. Map 1 was more indicative of the series than Map 2 was. Map 2 was like, yeah, not fluke, but Waterloo on their best day, they're not going to lose that game 13-3, even though the Saints were playing phenomenal. You know, you're expecting a little bit of a closer game. Fracture, I expect to deliver more of that. And Waterloo, the ultimate economy definitely still in their favor. The Saints are creeping up to them. The money is still okay, but these next couple rounds are going to be big.
Will be big indeed. Gonna see a lot of util there from Ems, just blasting that push there. Havoc's gonna get one, but Sushi and Caillou gonna get another. Toph ready to take out Caillou. Spike is down, but he's gonna picked right back up by his teammates. They're just trying to full send it here to A. 3v3. It's anyone's game.
Trapping has the Molly lineup, gonna try to clear out that top rope. A, completely open right now. Looks like that is going to be the pick for the Saints. It is a 3v3, so they do have a decent chance here. Rolling Thunder is going to get popped, though, so I'm expecting the swing from Waterloo to come through. They're going to trade 1 for 1. He is going to jump over the Aftershock. Ems and Seth, though, holding this crossfire. Kai is low. Null Command going to get invested as well, so Waterloo not wanting to let any of these rounds possibly slip away. They're going to get this double swing ready. Seth and Ems, though, can you find the timing on this crossfire? They won't find the first one, but Seth is going to find a whole lot of them. He's going to find that double kill. Beautiful work. They're going to shut down that null command. Look at checking the mouse to make sure it's all good there as well, but great job there from the Saints, extending that lead back to 2 rounds.
The Grinch is on their side for these couple past rounds, you know?
The Grinch stole 1.
5v3, they're in a very good position. They don't have enough to buy this round. Looks like they're going to have to save University of Waterloo, that is. But the Saints able to full buy very comfortably. We have Thrash online again. We saw how much damage it did last time.
Thrash 2.
Yeah.
Thrash.
Now we're on to Thrash 3.
Yeah. The thrashing. Brimstone gonna get I mean, Brimstone plus Neon, you're running quite quickly in Valorant. He's gonna pick up Dizzy there. They're gonna get this B set up possibly. Seth trying to maybe get those tricks up for the flank. There's Thrash though. Usually when Thrash goes in, the team missed the ball low. That's going to be Neon getting in there. Seth takes down Avex. There's the Neural Theft. That is like the best time for a Neural Theft too. You get on site, you have 2 picks, and now you have a full encyclopedia of information. They find the tags, they find the scans, they find the plant, and they have a 5v2 to close things down.
5v2, it's very hard for University of Waterloo. Take it out here. 1v5.
No, it's twice as hard.
Just has to get an ace. Easy enough. Toph, I believe in you. But
Thrash
he has to...
Thrash and
Thrash is on the way. Look at him go, just like Jaws.
Look how long that timer is too, by the way. It's like a 25-second timer on that thing. Toph, though, hey.
Takes one out.
Gonna ground Neon. It's gonna send the Aftershock there.
Gusses him, I think.
Yeah, Toph has the pop flash ready. Flash. Good. That balcony is so small, you can't really miss by pre-firing. Team Ace for the Saints, 6-3 lead now. Now they have some ultimates in their back pocket. Waterloo, though, now they're gonna have what should be a full armoire.
Yeah, they did use 1 Thrash, but Saints have a full kit, and they also have 3 ults ready to go. We have the Neon ult, we have the Breach ult, and we also have the Rolling Thunder
Avex has
ready.
The op.
Yeah. Oh, true.
That is
true.
the great equalizer in many forms. So that could be that. That's the one thing too. Like that glass cannon operator. While it is a little bit risky, especially from that economic state, it can be very, very fruitful. However, Sushi has other ideas. He's going in with the lightning charge. He's going to dodge away, fast lane, double concussion. He is still running for his life. He's going to get shut down. Kai once again finds the kill on Sushi and shuts down that ulti.
Oh, huge
Wow,
volley
what
there.
a volley.
Gonna take out Caillou. Smoothie's gonna take out Seth. It's all... Does he ult himself there? Oh, that's what a horrible...
No, Waterloo ulted.
Oh.
For a second, they switched. We saw the 2 back-to-back cameras, so it looked like he was like, did Seth just...
Yeah, I thought Seth
just ulted.
This round's not going my way. 1v5.
Boys, I'm going to see you in Valhalla. It's like you go down on the burning ship. Waterloo, though, now you have a little bit, you have the heavy armor on the operator, and 6-4 on defense, not going to be too bad, especially when the Saints have kind of stayed ahead of you this entire game. Sushi, SMG, now that ultimate. Once again, 2 Neon ults, which are usually round-changing ults, usually good for at least 2 kills, but Kai has been reading them so good to shut them down, kind of eating up that pressure. Saints, once again, gonna pressure backside B here, the fast lane, not quick enough. Kai takes down Sushi.
Sushi's being a little too aggressive there. I know he's Neon. Kai's gonna take one out.
Right? Yeah. When it's great, when it works, it's great. When it's bad, you're inting.
Yeah. Smoothie's gonna take one out, but M's gonna get the revenge right there. Kai sneaking up from behind on this M's. but on the opposite side, doesn't know he's just
I
on
see
the other side
Wingman.
of
I
that
saw
wall.
Wingman's silhouette running through the wall.
Planting.
The cutest little
Our
X-ray.
little buddy planted.
Thanks, little man.
They have the Brim ult too, which is very, very good for Fracture post plant. It basically, as long as you stay alive, it'll shut things down. Caillou getting shut down there. There's the operator, and there goes the orbital strike with it. Now it's going to be on Ems to try to find this 1v3. Spray transfer good on that first one. He's got some... Oh, is he going to pop the ulti too? He is going to commit to this post plant.
Oh, dashed out of it, but he didn't get out of it.
He did. He still has a concussion, and he has the aftershock, though. So if Waterloo takes too long, Ems could theoretically control this round. However, he's got to make something happen now. He's got to make it happen quick. He's going to find one.
Classic.
He's got a 3K. The defuse hasn't been halved yet. Toph is halving it. He's going to try to find the timing on Ems. Ems is going to buy some time, but is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like it. 1.66 seconds remained, but Waterloo holds their ground, and we are now one
Last
round away
round
off a
before the
tie
switch.
game going into half. How poetic.
Yeah. The Saints had a very strong lead there, but it looks like Waterloo is getting into their stride here and just taking that momentum all the way to the end of this round.
That play from Ems was nuts too, but Waterloo very,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of teams where you can start to panic and throw that round. It was a really good job by Toph to keep faking that defuse, knowing Ems was going to peek. Getting that half defuse is the biggest thing too. Sticking it for the half, then you give yourself that extra 4 or 5 seconds to play around with.
Do have a lockdown, and we do have that Brim ult still in the pocket here.
Yeah, haven't used it much.
Oh,
I think.
but up ready for Seth or anyone else who would want to peek that. But everyone else is full sending it B. Just have that Killjoy to contend with.
Yeah, here's the lockdown, I think, too. Yeah, lockdown is going to get activated. Now Sushi up in tower here. Has
Get
that
a little
double
peppered.
concussed. He's going to get swung on here, though. Smoothies just trying to waste time. There's the orbital strike. The lockdown is going to be destroyed, it looks like, from that orbital strike. Sushi and four tapping a great job on the back of side of it. Find those kills. There's the Rolling Thunder. There's the Molly, the trade. 2v2. Both of these teams left and right, back and forth. They swing. Sushi gonna get stunned up in tower. Havex gonna start to defuse. It's a 2v1. Havex, he's on the bomb though. Couple Guardian shots. A little bit of damage onto Ems. On the four tapping Sushi. It's all about the timer now. Can they buy time? I think he's got the half defuse as well. They have to be very careful how they approach this 1v1.
It's very
There you
close,
go.
but four tapping
Good timing.
manages to get the triple, tie it up, win that round for them, bring it to 7-5. That, I think,
Switching sides.
is it for the half. And now, Saints are on defense. I'm interested to see how they do here.
Yeah, this is the thing too. They have the Cypher, which is good for defense, but having that Neon and that Gecko, I think it'd be a little bit better served on the offense. I'm sure they're still, I haven't seen the Gecko Fracture defense lineups yet, so I'm still open to seeing what Caillou has in
Could
store.
be good. Could be good.
I'm sure, listen, the utility itself is strong. I think I could see the Mosh Pit being very, very good for stopping rotations, throwing up in tower. I could see the use. I can definitely see where Gecko fits in on this map.
There's a
It's just about seeing it.
There's a Dizzy lineup too. Maybe
Listen.
there's something we don't know about.
There's definitely, and I'm sure there's going to be stuff the next 3-4 months that we still were like, that's really, you can do that? It's going to be Valorant. Somebody finds a new Sova lineup like 2 years after the game. So like, oh yeah, you guys didn't know you could bounce this 19 times
Off
off
a
these
flower on
off
the-
these three
yeah.
walls, yeah, off the flower on Lotus, off of Split somehow. Yeah, I sent it all over the globe there. Right now, got all over the globe. They are all going to the A site, it would look like, but it's a split push. Seth, couple shots to deter, but he's going to need some help if they're going to push on here. Havex has a dash ready. I expect he's going to get in there and get busy. There's the orb, though.
Yep, Havix has the dash.
found my-
Dash is on the site, onto Seth with the frenzy. Not going to be able to take him out with the ghost there. And that opens up the site a lot more for them. Able to get the plant down.
This.
Light is going to get the plant. Sushi quickly trying to stop that plant, but not enough in time. Spraying down that box. Gets one. He just can't decide which way he wants to look. Back and forth, back and forth.
Caillou sent
Yeah.
Wingman to try to defuse it after he got taken out there, but Wingman, I think he caught a couple of strays. So nice job by Sushi to take out the Nano, but while that's cute and all, it's not going to win you the round. He did find one on the Havex, but Light did find that pistol kill. So Waterloo looking to hopefully tie things up in this second round here, even things up just after halftime.
Should be pretty likely with how things usually go after pistol round.
Yeah, usually, death taxes and losing the eco.
But we do see
in
some
round two.
interesting stuff sometimes. Sometimes a team can get really good thrifty, turn stuff around, and it makes for really interesting
Sure, I think
game.
we've only seen one thrifty today, which usually I've been seeing a lot more in collegiate, whether it's people are throwing or people are just finding crazy plays,
Yeah.
but I've been seeing a lot of thrifties to decide a lot of pivotal games. So the fact that it's been a lot cleaner of a series, with two teams that are like this, usually you're not going to see the more buttoned up teams like throw those
It's like
thrifty
a very
rounds.
aggressive
Block it down.
defense here.
Sushi going 1-for-1 with the turret there. So now back to a 5v5.
Havix going on the top of site here. Gonna use that updraft. Make sure to guard the top, the high ground here. Light's gonna plant. Gonna throw down the molly. Gonna try pop flash in the smoke.
Oh my! M's had to get in range with the shorty and to walk up and find the 2 clicks. It's hilarious, but it's effective. Saints do have a numbers advantage.
4v3.
I don't think they recovered any weapons. I thought that was one of Guy's teammates
Me
for a
too.
second. It surprised
I
even
think
me.
he did too.
I think everybody in the server was surprised there for a second, but either way, it is low HP onto the Killjoy. Seth jumping shorty, not going to cut it from there, my friend. Caillou takes down 1. It is still a 1v2. None of his friends are left as well.
He's gonna save. He bought a big rifle.
All of his Pokemon have fainted.
Yeah.
He's got to go back.
Back to the Pokemon
gotta
Center.
rest. Yeah.
Heal him up.
Got to rest. 27 HP, and I think he has a rifle as well, so you're going to take that thing and get out of there. Yep, there it is.
Yep. There it is. Probably worth it. Good save. Just
Oh,
wait,
definitely worth it.
Bring it into the next round.
Yeah,
7-7. It's anyone's game at this point.
Yeah. Round 2, you're expecting to lose, so if you get 3 kills and steal a rifle, solid. Super, super solid, because now, honestly, the buys are going to be evened up, if not favoring St. Clair even more than they would have been otherwise. Smoothies could maybe go, I was going to say maybe go Rifle and Light. Would not be surprised to see maybe a Spectre or a Bulldog unless he opts to save even further. Yeah, he's going to go full util, go for that Ghost instead. So going to concede this round in essence. But Kai, 13 and 10, has a Phantom. Definitely going to be a problem for these Saints. And like I said, for the economy, Saints, if you don't win this round, that buy is going to be a little bit on the back foot there for at least a round or 2. So you want to make sure you get ahead here, especially in the second half of map 3.
I think that gives him knives here.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, we're gonna see him right away. No gun, but he does have the knives here. Sushi holding this corner very carefully. He gets 1, doesn't get 2, but Light's gonna take him out there. Tit for tat there.
Pretty good trade for Light.
Yeah. Oh! He almost dodged the knives there like Matrix, but not enough. He's not the chosen one today.
Yeah, there can only be one, and Havex right now is the one. Oh, Kai, though, so good at these lurks through mid. Just every single time catching one of these Saints off guard. It's usually been Sushi, but he has found a couple of these other Saints numbers throughout the rest of this game. Now it's going to be this rotation back over Bladestorm. Still there to play defense, though, Havex, and he's got a teammate with him, too. Spray down through the box, but Caillou, there's a second person right to the right. There's Dizzy. Can he find the timing? Oh, Dizzy flashes, but Caillou was close enough.
All down to Seth now.
Well, doesn't matter, and it looks like it's going to be a save from Seth.
Yeah, it's not much you can do, especially on Fracture. It's so hard to break in on the site because it's so small and there's
Especially
so
when
many
you have
angles to
Breach.
check.
The big issue is Breach. Brim,
Yeah, true,
I mean,
true.
Brim, Breach, and Killjoy.
Yeah.
Literally, have fun.
The team.
You just
Everyone else.
You have like a minute of utility delay. Molly, okay, it's fine. Okay, concussion, aftershock, Nano 1.
Another Molly.
Nano 2.
Yeah.
Turret. Yeah, it's K was alive. It's a grenade for that too. It's a lot of post play for
timeout
Fracture. It is going to be a timeout, I believe, from the Saints there. Yeah, we're going to see 4 Tapping's name there. So now it's 8-7. You've lost 3 in a row to start the second half. This is where the game starts to get real dicey, real interesting. You see 4 Tapping calling up a storm over there, trying to get all the guys in game. Listen, he's very, very good at what he does. He likes to get animated. He's getting all the information out there, getting the boys hunkered down here, getting ready. I mean, the series has been so back and forth. So either one of these teams, either way, could still definitely try to take this one over.
Just have to look on the past 2 games that you have played. Feels like 3 because of the overtime.
Yeah.
But the past 2 games
last
that you've
one felt
played,
like half a game, so
what
it
have you
evened out.
done right? Because it's been close. It has not been a landslide. You've won one.
Yeah.
And the one that you lost was very close. So
That's why that sucks too, right?
Yeah.
If they win that 16-14
Yeah.
and then you stomp a set, hey, you're done. But now you're
Yeah.
down on Fracture. And Waterloo is still looking good.
Yeah, Waterloo's can just take that momentum and carry it all the way through. But
Four
it looks
tapping.
like they're formulating a plan here.
Look, I love to see 4 Tapping. The
Yeah.
hand gestures, the smile from Sushi. They're definitely they're cooking something up in the kitchen there. I'm curious what it's gonna be though.
Probably stop running it and die.
The I mean, listen, 13 and 12 is Neon.
Oh, yeah,
you run
yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
kill, you run and you die.
true,
That's
true.
just
It's
the
working,
way-
it's working.
It's the nature of the game, unfortunately.
Just remember those ults.
I will say, it's better than the Neon that goes 7 and 22.
That is true.
And it's 80% of the game. I'd rather take this. And listen, Sushi's had 2 ultimates shut down with
He's
0
trading
kills.
every time.
If Sushi gets 2 of those ultimates actually in use, he probably has 16, 17 kills.
Definitely. Sushi gonna be 1 away from that ult, so maybe we'll see it soon. See the redemption.
Yeah, the first 2 movies were not very good. Hopefully the trilogy ends up rounding things out, though.
Yeah, it's all good. It gets better. It gets
Yeah.
better.
So we
Third
said-
movie's the
No, I
best one.
promise. Yeah. There's filler at the beginning, but
Just watch. They're 3 hours each. Extended edition.
2 side
director's
movies.
cut,
Yeah, the prequels, the books.
All right. Looks like Waterloo is making
Sushi.
an A-pusher. Sushi trying to lure him out, stomping.
See, Havex's dash is ready too. He's got the wing
Oh,
on his feet.
blinded.
Orbital strike. Oh, beautiful zoning from the Saints, but they're not going to find any kills. However, they did split this team of Waterloo just slightly.
With a
One
frenzy.
with the Stinger. The Stinger is still
yeah,
absolutely strong. Ems finds 2. He's going to get that aftershock ready as well. Sushi still in this corner, and there goes Wings trying to scope out the rest of these Waterloo members. He is going to catch a bullet though. Whoever shot Wingman, I suspect the Saints are going to go find him and give him a stern talking to one way or the other. Seth, though, is going to pop the cage. Has great timing to spray. Finds a couple of bullets. These Waterloo members are getting dangerously low. They're going to plant in that default spot, but the Saints right now, they have every advantage in the world.
Kai was going for the huge lurk, but Sushi heard him. M's going to take out Light, and now
Nice
it's
volley.
all down to Toph with no health.
Okay, I mean, as good as you could have done. Double kill out of the corner. Luckily for the Saints, they're going to take that one over, though.
Gave it the good old college try, but it was not enough to win the round.
Bro, let Wingman defuse, Caillou. What are you doing? Why play Gecko? I think Wingman's uncool.
Oh, no, he
You know
isn't.
what? All right,
Wow.
no, it's cool. No, it's cool.
Throwing.
I see. No, it's cool. I'll talk to Caillou after. It's all right.
Yep.
Me and Wings. Yep.
We'll talk to him.
Saints right now, all members double-digit kills. That's usually the sign of a pretty balanced game, and I mean, in an 8-8 game, that's usually what it's going to boil down to. So, listen, everyone having a positive KD, that's rare for Valorant. It's a very good sign because even if the game is tied, it means you're all playing well and no one's like really struggling to find kills. They're all at least like slightly warm. They're able to at least find a couple of these headshots. Now, Sushi, can you find kills with the ult? The last 2 times, to his credit, not his fault.
Yep.
Kai was playing perfectly in a corner both occasions. Shut it down. The turret now going to be in place.
Oh,
that's how
get
much.
Kai.
And he's going to
Revenge.
finally get Kai. Revenge is a dish best served, I guess, with a jolt of lightning to the back there. But he's going to find that kill. There's Thrash as well, so it is a whole lot of lightning from these members. That detain's going to be good. Dizzy's going to be out there to follow. The Saints right now hit him with the kitchen
another.
sink. Sushi making up for lost time. The third movie was better than the 2 prequels. Saints complete control, all on one. Sushi said,
Seth takes it.
Unlucky.
I believe in it. I believe.
Listen, that was a great
He would've
round
got it.
nonetheless. Only 1 member dead too for the Saints. That's huge.
Yep, now 9-8 feels a lot better here.
Waterloo should be able to buy it. They should be able to bless 1 or 2 of the mans with the weapon, I believe. If they want to maybe commit to a buy, though, because if they force and they lose this round, there is a strong chance you might not be able to get fully back in the game. So we're going to see if it's going to be full rifles or maybe just 1 or 2. No Blade Storm. Yeah, looks like they're going to partially commit, which I don't necessarily blame, especially
Do have Brim
when it's
ult.
9-8. Yeah, the Brim ult too, which is probably going to supplement them very well. Smoothie's, though, just on that Stinger.
To get a plant here.
That is a
very good.
great Dizzy lineup.
Yeah.
I see. I
If
thought I
only
could
they
see
were
the vision
pushing A
earlier. Yeah, I thought
or
I could
B.
see the vision earlier, but now I definitely see.
Oh, they are pushing B, but from top.
Yeah, they went backside through arcade there.
And,
Apex.
Kai's going on the huge flank here.
Oh my goodness. Giga flank, possibly, if the Saints can't get aware of him. He's good
he
for
got one.
Caillou is going to trade him back, but Havex, beautiful timing to swing that. So they knew the flank was going to get caught out there. They were there to supplement and help. Now it's 2 Saints left remaining. Smoothies is going to find that plant. Steph's good for 1, though.
Planted.
We've seen crazier things out of these 2 gentlemen on the server before. Ems. Oh my god, the timing, beautiful.
Outstanding.
Havex takes down Seth, though. The Brimstone ult is still alive and kicking, so if I'm this Brimstone, I am making myself invisible as far as Ems is concerned, and I'm playing for that ulti. However, Ems has time. If he starts this now, he can burn this orbital strike and possibly still get the stick if he wins a gunfight.
But he's waiting.
Light's beautiful job to zone him out into the open.
Yeah, it was just beautiful aim there.
Smart job to
Just
swing it instead of just letting it go down.
Yeah, wait for the trajectory. Bang.
Yeah.
That's it. Good orbital strike. And now they're calling a timeout.
I kind of like this, though. I mean, it's 9-9. To be fair, if you have no eco and you're down 11-9, what good is a timeout, really? Like, yeah, you can stop and talk strategy, but if you've got 2 Stingers and 2 Spectres and a Sheriff, like, yeah, guys, I guess we'll try to execute this, and this. It's like, okay, well, we can't kill anyone because they have handles. Like, we're not really going to be in setup for success here. But the timeout, at least it slows things down for a second. Maybe in Waterloo, not that they're going to be nervous, but just slow things down. Maybe talk things through. Maybe they saw something last round, like, hey, Caillou threw this Dizzy on A. We're going to go try to set up over on B. Try something like that. There could be some communication. It gives the Saints another minute to talk things over as well. But I mean, 9-9 game map 3. I mean, not really much room for error from either squad.
Yeah, it's looking pretty interesting. Even if this does go into OT, I still have no idea which way it's going to swing. Both teams playing both sides very, very well.
I mean, yeah, there's quite literally no noticeable difference this game between these 2 teams. They are pretty much dead even. They're dead even in the Canadian rankings. They're dead even in record, essentially. They're pretty much dead even in rounds the entire series. So, I mean, It's just going to come down to who can out-execute the other, who can find those nice plays. Right now, Waterloo, they've been finding a lot of different ways to get stuff done. Always a sign of a great team. Saints, though, a little bit of work still to do, but, I mean, couple ultimates for either side here. Good ultimates as well.
Yep, we got the Cypher ult, and we do have the Breach ult.
To be fair,
let's get those two
there's
mixed
not
up.
really any bad ults in this lobby. All these are pretty useful.
I feel like Cypher, sorry Cypher, I feel like that's the least useful one here. Because you have to get the kill
probably,
first.
Yeah, for Fracture, probably, but that's only for Fracture.
Yep.
But to be fair, it is a 6-point ult, right?
Yep.
So you can kind of like spam it away. So even though it's not the best, it did get, you know, it has the 2 scan buff and stuff, so it's nice.
Not too pricey.
This will be a nice little
Sushi.
play here. There's the nano, though. Is he going to play in front of it? He's not, but he doesn't care. There's the fast lane. But Smoothies with the fast swing takes down Sushi.
One.
Yeah, 1 for 1. St. Clair does have the Breach ult online, though. That is a great zoning ult. It's good for stopping a post plant. Smoothies still playing bot side here. Talking like it's League of Legends.
Yeah.
Playing underneath.
Bot side.
Playing tunnel. Jungler's pathing bot.
Yeah, he's pathing bot right now.
Seth looking for the gank.
Yep.
No, set up on B, though.
Seth near blue buff.
Patience in both.
All right, Ems. Here's the knife. Knows they're probably going to push.
Gorgeous.
Oh, but the smoke comes up, stops that.
Oh, man. Oh, 4 tapping. That was almost a check-in.
Havix finds one.
Yeah, Seth down. That means no neural theft as well. So that no command still online. St. Clair, they do have their Rolling Thunder.
Last
No
pulse.
other ultimates to speak of, though. They're going to have to try to find 1 or 2 of these frags. And I wonder at what point, not that they're going to call for the save 4v3, because they're definitely not, but I wonder at what point of timing. There's a Rolling Thunder, but it's not going to matter. Caillou immediately going to go down, getting face checked. There's a pop flash. Ems, Aftershock as well. The other flash, he's going to be good for one. Havex did jump in the sky, though. Can he find the timing?
Yes.
He does. Always looking for that 3rd member up in tower. It is a low Brimstone. 4 tapping, has to avoid the Aftershock. Time is of the essence, though. I don't know if these Saints have time, and they have Toph shooting them in the back as well. There is no time to stick this diffuse. Light, 1 more peek, and that's going to be all she wrote, it looks like. Oh, yeah, he almost got the timing there. No way. I was going to say, Ems is cutting it as close as you can, yeah.
I just spin the mouse.
Yeah, Light does escape there. 10-9 for Waterloo. Saints invest somewhat heavily as far as ultis and some weapons there, but actually, I don't know why I said they didn't use anything.
Yep.
I was thinking the null command got used for Waterloo.
Oh,
yeah,
they used the breach ult, I
True,
think.
yeah, Rolling Thunder got popped. Just didn't really get anything off of it. One of those better ones set up for post plant, but using it on that defense can be a little bit tricky always. Right now, Waterloo, I mean, they are finding these kills. Toph and Kai specifically doing such a good job to kind of find these first frags, and I mean, those are some pretty good ultimates to have online too.
Definitely.
Caillou's got a sheriff? No money?
Does?
Save?
Oh, he's got knives.
Caillou does not.
Oh, Caillou. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe they're going to trade weapons or something?
He's probably just waiting for a kill.
Yeah, I can see it.
Take that economy
Especially
further.
if it's 10-9. Yeah, I don't hate the save. It's just I saw 1 sheriff and 4 rifles. I went, something's amiss here.
Maybe he needed to buy that wing.
Someone had to pay back their taxes a little bit early and couldn't afford the rifle.
Havix going into that bottom basement tunnel here. Hoping to find some heads coming up around that horizon there. Light coming around the other end. Kai waiting with the lockdown here.
There it is. Lockdown on B, gonna cover the entire site basically. So it's gonna be a 5-man get out of dodge over on that B site for the Saints. They're gonna have to regroup, reset. Avex onto site, gonna clear out tower here. Make sure no one's gonna be detained and caught off guard here. That is not going to be the case. Oh, the timing for Seth though is gorgeous. Kai does trade out the 1 for 1. Seth does upload that neural theft though, so that's going to give information over to the Saints, at least while they're planting as well, which is going to be absolutely massive. There's the Dizzy. They got a lot of info on this site. There's the pop flash from Smoothies. It's not good enough though. A 1 for 1, 4 tapping and Light. 3v3. There's the Rolling Thunder. There's a double for Light. Oh, the Brim ultimate now off the table as well. Ems once again in a 2v1. I don't think Waterloo has that much utility left, but Ems is going to have still a pretty hard time. He might be free from these lineups, but he's not free from these weapons. They peek side by side. They push this lead to 11-9 on the back of a 3K from Kai.
11-9, not looking good for the Saints. You want to win the next round. Feels much more winnable if it's 10-11, but being out of those double digits
They
here.
have no money.
True.
This is going to be they haven't found time to use that orbital either. That's not even like bad. They just haven't. Orbital is one of those ones where you don't want to just use it either, because it's one of those ones where you do want to find the perfect time.
You find the perfect
You
time.
want to make sure you zone someone. Yeah, it's not one you just throw down usually, unless you're trying to open space and stuff, in which then it's not random. You're trying to set things up and execute on the backside of it. Waterloo right now executing on all cylinders. they can take this round away. Yes, the Saints would have that nice bye next round, but they are in match point. The ultimates are still looking fairly even. Sushi right now probably gonna have to find one if they want a great chance here. Avex beats him to the punch though, but Sushi trying to get up close and personal, fakes the orb grab, taken out in the process though. Weapon disadvantage be damned. Waterloo still up one person and they get the orb.
Here's gonna take that orb.
Is that mine?
Yep, they go basement, so he's not gonna get the kill, even if
he's got
peeks.
orbital too.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tough.
Light edits, rotating back to the safety of his team here. Probably gearing up for a B push. It's been working out so far almost every single time for them.
Don't fix it. I mean,
exactly.
Well, it's one of those sites where like Cypher's probably playing A, and when Cypher and Killjoy play a site, you just go nah. Like literally, it's oh, KJ's at B. No, I'm not going there. I'm not even gonna bother.
Seth, maybe gonna try and get this orb, but it would be terrible timing. Oh no!
How many can you find? He's good for 2. Traded back though. However,
2v2.
That gives the Saints a chance, and not only a decent chance, a strong one. 4 tapping, cooking up the orbital here, trying to zone them off maybe. Not
wait
gonna
for
commit
plant.
though. It's a 2v2, yeah. Not gonna commit it just yet. Now he's gonna commit it. And they use the stun. They use the stun and the orbital so they cannot escape the zone. And they find the double kill and they find the clutch. And that was one they needed to have. They needed that one bad. They closed that round out and they give themselves a chance. That was such good timing.
11.
That was the perfect time.
That was the perfect time. They waited for the perfect time and it presented themselves. They needed a miracle. They got it. It wasn't even a miracle. It was just pure skill. I don't know how I'm saying that.
Beautiful, because it seems miraculous when it's right. Things seem down, and it's looking tough. But Sushi one off the ult again. M's one off the Rolling Thunder. But both of these teams, in typical fracture fashion, they like to play. They like to play for those orbs. Yeah, M's is that top frag right now. Sushi can get this ultimate. Whatever weapons the Saints might have, that gives you a chance, even if it goes to 12-10. That Neon ultimate gives you that puncher's chance. Light does have a stinger, and Waterloo doesn't have a lot of money.
Stim going out.
This is a very big round for the game.
Going very fast with that stim. Sushi got the ult. Gonna try and book it back to B here. They know that push is coming.
Havex!
But doesn't get it.
Huge for the Saints.
M's and 4 tapping. Get them both.
Lights out of tower here, side by side with, I believe that's Smoothies there, trying to see what they can do now. It's 5v3. Toph, though, finds one. Seth does get some info on the tripwire.
Inspecting that gun.
Yeah, looks like the plant did get started, but now Toph going to reposition, plant that in that default spot. Again, they do have the orbital strike. They have the Rolling Thunder, but Sushi has a fistful of lightning, and he's trying to find one of these Waterloo members. He did dodge the stun. The mosh pit's there. It doesn't matter. Sushi and Seth got a pair. It's a 3v1.
Hold on the Light here.
Light does have the orbital strike, so if they want to send it to him, they might be able to stop this ulti. Oh, Sushi!
But he runs right into his bullets.
Oh, there's low HP, 4 tapping. Absolutely clutched up. He finds that last kill. He's going to find the defuse, and I really want to see the money of both of these squads because this game is coming down to the wire. Sushi, great use of the ultimate. At least it zones off, finds that one kill. Nice little elite timer there at the end as well. 11-11. Wow, these two teams, man.
Yeah, these teams
Waterloo is not looking too spicy in the wallet.
Yeah, spent all their money in the last round, but they do have the orbital straight still in their pocket. Only use the molly. That's the only thing they got going for them.
They're pretty far away from those ults. If St. Clair wins this round, you're going to be looking pretty damn good. Not just because it's 12-11. It's going to be the economy and the ultimates. I mean, Neural Theft and Rolling Thunder is so good, and you can get Thrash too. Kai, you can play for an orb, play for a pick, you get Thrash, it opens up so much for you.
They win this round, they're in a very good position, but
that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, no shields, 56
He's still
health.
tagging him.
Sushi going off, sliding in.
Okay.
Not gonna find anything.
Oh, he might though. Beautiful
one with the Bulldog.
That's that right click, baby. M's good for that second one. Now Waterloo. What do you do? You're down 5-2. You gave away a few orbs. That's a nice little shot, though. Yeah, that's a nice little, I guess, motivator, but
it's all done to Toph now.
It is 4v1, and look at the ultis of St. Clair. They are going to have the kitchen sink next round to try to close this game out.
Yeah, they can cook any roll.
Assuming they don't throw this round.
As soon as they don't throw this round, yep.
And when I say throw, I mean Toph goes demon mode and hits them all with the
but yep. Seth gonna take that out, take them into 11-12. It's looking very good for the Saints. They have all the ults, not all, but 3 ults out of 5. Very strong.
Light armor on Light, funny enough. Orbital strike, one off the lockdown. Saints, though, They have a lot of good stuff going on there. You have the Rolling Thunder, you have Thrash, you have the Neural Theft. If they can find a single kill early in the round, Seth can pop that Neural Theft. It's going to give them so much information. Waterloo right now, you've got that full buy though. You have that Orbital Strike. You can play for the lockdown. So these are two of the best post-plant ults to use on Fracture, probably the two best. So if you can play for those two, you give yourself that chance. Sushi, though, wants to wait for no man. He's got the flash in there. He's going to swing. There's Thrash, though. Did find the detain. Dizzy going to go over the top. The Rolling Thunder to stop the push. Listen, Waterloo is trying to stop this push by any means necessary. Looks like they've done so. Seth goes down. Caillou trades one back. 4v4 to decide this game. Caillou, the double dink. Gets traded, though. 3v2.
That was very chaotic. When Toph comes out, Ems gets one, and it's all down to Kai. We've seen Kai do some amazing stuff here, but can he get it down here? Kai gets one, Kai gets two, Kai clutches it up and brings it into OT.
Oh my goodness, St. Clair, you had that game dead to rights. You had the positioning, you had the timing, you had the weapons, you had the ults, but Kai has the clutch gene. 21 frags for the Killjoy, and none bigger than those two to win that 1v2. Just taking those 1v1s, not trading the ones. That's what you get. Now Havex, Glass Cannon Operator. We are back into overtime. Ascent clearly was a little bit, not fluky, but not off the beaten path, so to speak. Yep. Now, though, comes down to who can execute better. Once again, both of these teams, again, just like Split. There's probably not many more, looks they can give. They're kind of just like, we're going to try to outgun you guys. Maybe we can get Sushi to get some kind of pop-off play, get one of these ultimates, but here we are.
Yep. I really hope for Havoc's sake that they just don't find him too early on here and he can get full use out of that op, because no armor is a very big commit here. Caillou got Dizzy ready here.
He's sleep.
Yeah, he's sleeping, but now he's awake. Yeah, he's out there. We got to pick him up, get him back in the game here. See the window screen right there. Sushi gonna get flashed here.
Yeah, there's the fast
The walls are up. Caillou reloading. No kills yet. Very tense.
It's overtime. You can tell all the pugginess kind of went away now. Light getting the setup. Dizzy not going to get the tag though. Caillou doesn't get the info because the Dizzy timer. Light finds two on the crossfire. And what looked like it might have been a great execute now falls apart at the hands of Waterloo. Saints, 3 members left. Ems, though, doing his best to equalize things. Light still up in heaven, 30 HP. Gets to 3K, though, still kicking as well. Has the Orbital Strike, his own 4-tapping, but 4-tapping with the wide swing. Does find that kill onto Light. That 30 HP kicking him. Kai finds 4-tapping. Waterloo now, you were just down 12-11, and you find yourself on the cusp of being up 13-12.
He's checking the wrong angle, but he sees it. Gonna get the pop flash off, dodges it. Cage going to go up. But the op is right there. Yeah.
The classic could have been there. He was still going to go down eventually, no matter who was surrounding him. But like we said, how the turntables. Now St. Clair, you find yourself against match point, and Waterloo, you find yourself in that nice position of being on attack as well. I'd like to consider it to be attack-sided. I know these teams have had, some difficulty on both of these sides trying to get. I mean, look how even that. Like that game. Look at 2-2, 3-3, like literally back and forth. Waterloo, though. These last 2 rounds in a row, especially that 1v2 from Kai to open things up, you'd hate to see such a clutch play fall apart at the rest of the game. But you got a chance here to end things off.
Heard some shouts from the team there, trying to get hyped. Trying to keep the morale high here. Going for a very big play. Yep.
It's like a Skyrim show.
Yeah, got the Skyrim show going, got the buff for the team. But Light is watching this push. If they play too aggressively here, it could be disastrous for Saints.
Yeah, they're just playing for the orb, luckily, so I wouldn't expect to see Sushi push that, although the way he has played, and it is Neon, I would not be super perplexed if he did it. I would just think maybe not the time to try it, especially if you don't have any info. You're going to be kind of blind peeking that. There's the nice little flash, though. Going to back off these 2 members, and it's just that default setup. They're trying to work backside through Arcade and Tower, but they're going to hit this rotation, and this is where Sushi might be set up so perfectly. But he's got 3 members to track. Does find one. Only takes 1 bullet, too. And that spike, it was in spawn, but they picked it up right away. Now it's that A rotation. That Cypher setup is still there. A couple of Saints are there as well. Kai, though, is also there, and he's so good at finding these heads. 4v4.
Caillou going heaven here, 4-tapping, watching this B site. Caillou getting Kai heaven.
30 seconds left.
And it looks like they're going to rotate over to B here, trying to challenge Caillou, I guess, on those kills. 4-tapping, going to take 1 out. Dizzy coming out, not gonna find anything. Havoc's gonna
enemy
take
remaining.
4 tapping, but Seth
My wingman.
gonna get revenge right back.
Got
Tough.
the spike.
Trying to get on site. Not enough here. That is 13-13.
We are back into the twilight zone here, folks. We're going to be seeing probably overtime after overtime. And now that the words have left my mouth, someone is sure to throw these next 2 rounds. Not sure which team. Hopefully, no curses here. Otherwise, again, overtime, the rules stay the same.
Timeout.
Full buy. I think every half, technically, you get a tactical timeout, and overtime, I think, counts as another one. M's got to stretch out. Listen, they've been playing for a long time. They got to stretch out, get some good advice from Moz and Owen over there. The rest of the boys, look at, they're all stretching out. They're like, listen, it's 13-13, map 3. We are playing, well, debatably right now, Waterloo, technically, I think the best team in Canada based on maybe C-Val placements and otherwise. Obviously, these 5 on stage would probably have different things to say about that, but just based on record and history, gonna go with that. But listen, it's 13-13. You have a chance to take that spot. Get loose. Look at M's getting the hands ready. The rest of these guys, man, just that's the thing too. Yeah. I don't think they're feeling nervous. They're not feeling pressure. They just played a 16-14. They played that 23-21 that you casted. These guys have been in long series.
Yeah, they're ready.
It's just, man, like they want to win it so bad, especially getting so close that first map.
Yeah, the bragging rights they get from this.
This is good to see, though. You don't want to see a team like too stressed, like really like, oh, my overthinking things.
They enjoy it. They love it.
Enjoy the moment, exactly. They're a good group. They're having a lot of fun together. M's getting hydrated. Always good to see you there. But now, hands on keyboards, boys. It's time to win a game.
Yep. And we hear the zip line coming back. Seth is zipping all the way across the map here, getting ready for this next round. We got 4 seconds left.
Here,
yeah. So this round
operator again.
will be very huge.
Operator on the table again, so something to worry about there, especially to this little peek through backside of drop. Could be such a devastating play. Looks like it's going to be a cheat up from Waterloo though toward this A side. Trying to play for that orb. If they haven't already grabbed it, they might have actually. Oh no, it's right there. Just want to make sure they don't get run up on by Neon, because that would be a little bit surprising and probably detrimental to the round. They are really taking space here.
They heard the zip lines.
Oh, Ems is perfectly set up, though. That's the thing. The Saints basically played possum on that backside of A. They're like, hey, we're not here. Come check the flank. Because Fracture, right? People are going to lurk. They're going to go to the flank. You sit, you wait patiently, you get first blood, and then you go take the site. Oh, the timing on Dizzy. Seth does get the trade, though.
Down B.
Yep, Sushi on the prowl here for a kill. Challenges Toph and gets him. That's a huge player out of the game there. Seth's gonna get the plant off, but Havoc's such a quick scope at 4 tapping there. Mess up the tailwind a little bit, but it's okay. Changes to a rifle.
Calculated.
Yep. Smoothies prepping a pop flash. You know he loves them.
Oh,
Havoc's just going through like a turret.
Ems is beautifully backside, though. Has the aftershock and the flash. Havex has 3, though. 1v1 with Emzawu to try to find Entertail. The flash beats knives, apparently. We are in the game of rock, paper, scissors. Pops that rolling thunder just because you can't take it into the next round anyways. Saints, though, they do take the 1-round lead back from when they were up 12-11. They have recouped, and they made it back to match point. And oh, man.
They want this. You could see them out there earlier. They really want to win this.
Man, after you lose 16-14, you do not want to lose 2 games. And at this point, they'd be losing 16-14. That would be...
Especially after the Ascent game where you know you can win.
That's what I mean. Like Ascent, they come out and they go, oh, is this how we should play? And the other 2 maps, it's like, jeez, guys. M's early stun, trying to dissuade that push. Now it's going to be that A stack, though. Havex. Flash not going to connect, but they're going to play for that orb. Saints are going to get info on the backside of that, but watch these strays through that paper mache wall.
Havoc's trying to jiggle peek through the smoke, but not much to see there. 4 tapping, ready for any push that comes from the top. You know Kai loves these slow pushes from this weird rat angles going through the sewer grates.
It's a way to play Killjoy, Master Splinter style. Havex down to 10 HP. He is still alive, though, so that is still going to be a rifle in hand. That is still going to be a threat to worry about. All it takes is 1 bullet back the other way, and you find extreme bite. That is a disgusting angle from Caillou. That is some Rainbow Six level stuff right there, but that is a heavy execute onto this site. They're gonna get taken down though. Havex, 10 HP. He was the lamb to the slaughter. The Saints are slaughtering Waterloo, and the Warriors go down. The Saints rise. The excitement is abode. The Saints are more than happy. An absolute heavyweight war between these 2 squads. They can unofficially call themselves the best team in Canada. 16-14 loss on split, 13-3 shellacking on Ascent, and another, I believe it was 15-13 way to close out that game. But two teams, you could not have it go any closer.
Yeah, that was a thrilling game to watch. It was so back and forth, so many great, crazy plays, so aggressive like gameplay from both teams, just going out on the prowl, playing for kills, so many kills all around. Oh, that was just
fun.
Amazing. It was very fun to watch.
There's some Bow series where, like, not that the game's not fun, but it's like, okay, default. Cool, guys. Nice combo. You played Sova Ascent combo. It's so fun. Either way, but we got to see Gecko twice today. Shout out to Caillou for playing Gecko and playing him very, very well. The only thing, right, caught out with Dizzy in the hand a couple of times, but that just comes with timing. And, that's with Waterloo 2 being a great team and just wide swinging stuff because they want to, because they feel like they can. So that just partially comes down to that skill thing as well. But I mean, two of the best teams in Canada, they just duked it out for us. Basically a 12-round championship fight. Saints, though, land that knockout blow right at the end. I guess rather, they won on the scorecards. This was not by any means a knockout. They won a split decision in the end of the 12th round, but they are more than happy to take home the dub. But with that being said, the series went a little bit longer than expected, but nonetheless it delivered. But shout out to everybody in the back, Amanda, Ryan, Josh, holding all that stuff down for us. Me and Matthias over here on the desk. Congrats to the Saints for taking that dub today. That being said, though, not going to keep you guys around any longer. Have a good Monday. Take care of yourselves, and have a good one.
Peace.